band. Asante sana. Makofi kwao tena tafadhali. Mwanadada ameimba kana kwamba alizaliwa akiimba na amecheza baragumu kama ni yeye aliyeanzisha kuicheza baragumu. Asante sana Analo. Makofi kwao tena, the unit band wakiongozwa na Analo Kanga. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome our super SG, super senator, Senator Edwin Sifuna, to come and he'll guide us on what to do. Tumkaribishe kwa makofi anapojaa jukwani tafadhali. Karibu sana.
Asante sana. Walimu oye! Walimu oye! Hebu nione kama mnaniona, mnipungie mkono. Natumai kila mtu amepata kitu kidogo ya kukula. Kuna mtu amekosa chakula? Kama kuna mtu amekosa chakula aseme, nimpakulie mimi mwenyewe, si ndio? Kwa sababu leo nyinyi ndio wadosi. Nyinyi ndio wadosi. Tumesema World Teachers Day hapa Nairobi. We will always celebrate our teachers. Wangapi wanajua mimi ni mtoto wa mwalimu? Yes. My mother has taught in primary school for 30 years. Mpaka akaretire. Na ile viboko tulipigwa watoto wa walimu, sidhani kama kuna wengine walipigwa kama vizi vile tulipigwa. So, I have just a kind request. I have many colleagues from the National Assembly here. Some of them have another function they wanted to attend. So, with your kind permission, my bosses, I wanted we break protocol just for 3 of them to speak because they would want to leave. Mnataka kusikia sauti zao? Waonge alafu tuwa release, sisi wengine tutabaki tukiendelea na sherehe. Leo ni sherehe, hata tutaki mambo mingi, si ndio? So, with that permission, nataka mnikubalie nimuite wa kwanza hapa, anaitwa Mheshimiwa Clive Gisairo. Clive Gisairo, he is a member of the Education Committee in the National Assembly. So, wewe ndio utaongea mambo ya welfare ya hao watu wamekaa hapa. Mtuambie mnafanya nini huko kwa hiyo kamati, si ndio? Wapi makofi ya Mheshimiwa Gisairo? Asante sana. Karibu mweshi.
Haya. Walimu hamjambo. Thank you very much, Senator Sifuna. Hawa ni walimu, so I'll choose to address them in English. Ama kuna walimu wa Kiswahili? Lakini si mnajua Kizungu? Ama mnataka kujianika? As the senator said, all the members of parliament who are here and the senator, I think on this forum I'm the most consequential. Because I sit in the committee that handles teachers' affairs. If there is someone who is most versed with your challenges, it's me. My name is Gisairo Ombane. I'm the member of parliament Kitutu Masaba. They popularly call me Engoko. For the lawyers, it's Ingoho. I won't say much. I won't say much. And Babu told me to also tell you that I went to Alliance. The challenges in the education sector are deep and wide. That we appreciate. That we've reached a point where instead of taking teachers' issues more seriously, we've decided to be parading teachers on the roadsides, in political rallies, and hauling them to State House. And after that, we don't come with a single concrete resolution on how our teachers welfare is going to be better after that meeting. Today, you are grappling on your health cover. Your health cover under Minet is coming to an end in a month or so. Tactfully, you are being sneaked into SHA. What was wrong with Minet that we want to move them to a system that the rest of the population is saying is not working? We have to respect the teachers. We've gone and said, now we'll give you 20% of the houses. If there are people who are most well planned, even in the rural Kenya, who have houses, are teachers. Teachers are not asking for handouts. Teachers are saying they get what is rightfully theirs. They will take care of the rest. I know there's a tussle on the JSS where it's domiciled and under who they are. Are we calling the teachers to have this discussion on our table and get to listen to them? No. Someone will make a decision and it will be shoved down your throat. We have in the TSC role 400,000 teachers with TSC numbers without a job. We are not addressing that. The gap that we have that can be absorbed is 300. But we keep saying, sisi ndio tumeemploy walimu wengi, 75,000. What happens to the other 325,000 and more are being churned out every single year? These are discussions that we must have. I am very, very proud of my brother Sifuna. I have seen something that I will replicate where I come from. The respect you've given to teachers this is humbling. This cannot be matched anywhere in this country. This is respectful, where you give teachers a chance to celebrate the hard work they do, the service they give to this nation, that very few people do. So hongera sana. And next year, I'm committing myself to do the similar to the teachers of Nyamira. Because if the government can't do it, the young leadership of this nation will do it. And Sifuna has shown the way. We will stick to that, we will borrow from you, and we'll learn from you. Sitaongea mengi, leo ilikuwa siku ya walimu. Nitamalizia hapo, na nimefurahi sana kujumuika na nyinyi siku ya leo. Mungu awabariki.
Okay. Haya. Mumesikia mambo vile imesemekana, si ndio? Mpigie makofi tafadhali. Haya. Mwingine ambao anaondoka na yeye ni Mheshimiwa Barongo. Barongo, please, for 2 minutes. Walimu wasikie sauti yako.
Walimu hoye. Walimu hai. Nipungie mkono tafadhali. Asante sana. Mimi najulikana kama Barongo Obadia. Mimi ni mbunge wa constituency moja kutoka Kisii, inajulikana kama Bomachoge Borabu. Bomachoge Borabu ni rural constituency, sio kama Babu Wino ambaye anawakilisha an urban constituency. Nataka kusema asante sana ndugu Sifuna kwa ajili ya kutukaribisha hapa. Katikati yetu hapa niko na marafiki wengi ambao nawajua. The most notable one ni Isaac Masenge. Isaac Masenge hails from Bomachoge Borabu. Na ni mtu ambaye amefanya uongozi wa walimu siku nyingi. Na pamoja na nyinyi tunawatakia, najua mko na elections. Na mnatafuta watu wengi, mnatafuta elections, tunatakia kila la heri. Sasa mimi ningependa kuwajulisha kwamba nilienda primary school, nilisoma shule inaitwa Migori Primary School. Alafu nikakuja high school nikasoma shule inaitwa Kanga High School. Alafu nikaja nikaingia University of Nairobi. Na hapo katikati nilifanya detours Strathmore na pamoja na JKUAT. So kwa hivyo kwa niaba yangu mwenyewe na walimu hao wote ambao walinimold kukuja kuwa mheshimiwa leo, tafadhali wapigie makofi. Not only those teachers that played a key role in making me who I am today, ningependa na nyinyi walimu mujipigie makofi for the contribution that you continue to make to the livelihood of our country. Now, ukiangalia hapa, Mheshimiwa Sifuna, kuna mpangilio, hapana mpangilio. Kuna mpangilio, sio? Ukiangalia hapa, kila mtu atakayetoka hapa atapata shilingi 10,000 kila mmoja, ama mtatoka tu kwa hiari yenu na mapenzi ambayo mko nayo kwa roho muende naye nyumbani. So you can see clearly that to make something beautiful in this country, you don't need to spend hundreds of millions of shillings. All you need to do is to entrust the teachers to do what they are very good at doing. Sasa bila kwenda kwa shida ambazo walimu wamekumbwa nazo, na ambazo nafikiri kwamba nyinyi kama nguzo na kioo cha jamii mtayazingatia. Na waomba walimu, sisi wa Kenya ni watu ambao tunajulikana kwa kusahau haraka. Na nyinyi jinsi ambavyo mnasaidianga wanafunzi kurevise katika shule, ikikuja kufika 2027, musaidie wa Kenya wa revise namna ya kuhakikisha kwamba tunabadilisha uongozi wa nchi. Kwa hayo mengi ama machache, nashukuru sana. Mwenyezi Mungu awabariki, and a happy World Teachers Day.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Barongo. Haya, next ni ndugu yangu Anthony Kibagendi, na nimeambiwa kwa sababu nyinyi ndio wadosi ati tutaacha nyinyi muongee last. So tumalizane na hao wageni alafu wadosi wakuje waongee, si ndio? Karibu mweshi.
Asante sana. Walimu walimu wa God is good and all the time. Asante sana ndugu yangu Edwin Sifuna, who is also my Secretary General, na niwashukuru walimu kwa kutupa nafasi hii for us to share a meal. Today is an important day, especially to the architects who mold the young people that end up becoming the leaders of this country. We appreciate teachers for the sacrifices they make, for what they have done to bring out the various professionals that we have in our communities. Nimesikia kila mtu hapa akisema shule ile alisoma. Pia mimi nilifundishwa na walimu. Nilisoma shule ya St. Mary's Mosocho kule Kisii. After hiyo nikaenda kwa the only school on the equator, inaitwa the Maseno School. After hapo nilijipata tena nimeenda Maseno University, na kule Maseno University nilisomea kazi ya kuwa mwalimu, na mimi ni mwalimu wa Kiingereza na literature. So I'm one of you and I'm happy to be here today. My brother Sifuna, just to remind you that in Kenya, the biggest professional community ni profession ya walimu. Umesikia kwamba walimu ndio watu ambao wameajiriwa wengi kabisa, lakini tena tuko na watu ambao wamehitimu 500,000 ambao hawajapata kazi kama walimu. Na kwa hivyo ndio sababu unapata wakati IEBC inatafuta watu wa kuajiri kama presiding officers or even deputy presiding officers, watu ambao wanachukuliwa haswa ni walimu, sivyo? Kwa hivyo leo hapa umekutana na a majority of the presiding officers in the year 2027. Kitu ningependa kusema, teachers are some of the severely overworked Kenyans and grossly underpaid. Yet, we were lied to and hoodwinked as a country by an individual that when he gets to power, he will try and ensure their welfare is taken care of. He, however, got the opportunity and aggressively attacked the payslip of these very people. Sivyo? Wangapi hapa wameumia na zile taxes ambazo zimekuwa imposed? Na ni wangapi hapa wanaumia na ile SHA ambayo inakatwa kwa payslip? Na ndio sababu mimi ndugu yangu Sifuna, because this government is oppressing teachers, is oppressing everyone else in this country, and particularly the employed people who have so many dependents. Mimi, wakati party leader wangu aliingia kushikana mkono na this government, I call it an unfortunate government. Mimi ndugu yangu, mambo ya broad-based government, sababu raia wanaumia, mimi sipo. Na mimi niko kwa ile mrengo ambayo inasema William Ruto na vifaranga wake wote waende nyumbani. Sivyo? Wangapi wanasema one term? Wangapi wanasema one term? Sitaki kuongeza kupita hapo. Mwenyezi Mungu awabariki. Allow us to dash for the next meeting. Asante, tusiharibu mkutano tafadhali.
Wapi makofi ya Kibageni? Asante sana mheshimiwa. Sasa kwa ruhusa yenu, ngoja tu mheshimiwa, tunataka tusikie aliyekuwa CEC wa education hapa Nairobi, anaitwa Janet Muthoni Ouko. Alafu tuko na mwenyekiti wa private hospitals, urban areas na rural areas. Ako hapa, atakuja kuwaambia kwa nini msikubali kuingizwa ndani ya hiyo kitu inaitwa SHA. Sawa? Karibu mweshi.
Thank you. Asanti sana Sifuna, walimu oye. Mahali nimeolewa wananiitaga nyarjapuonj. Nyarjapuonj unajua ni nini? Msichana wa mwalimu. Baba yangu pia alikuwa mwalimu. Na kukua mtoto wa mwalimu inaongezaga mtu marks sana. Hata ng'ombe walileta mingi kwa sababu wanasema ni nyarjapuonj. Mheshimiwa Sifuna na MPs ambao walioko hapa, waheshimiwa, thank you so much for this that you have done. Na tulitembea na wewe pia last year and you did something similar to this. And I want to remind these people, kwa sababu tulikuwa na nyinyi last year, tukasema hii hadithi ya mtu kusimama kusema walimu wanafanya kazi mingi sana, watalipwa binguni. Tulisema sisi hatutaki kulipwa binguni. Tunalipwa wapi? Tulikuwa na nyinyi tukisema huko binguni wenye tutapata, hata tutakuwa activists huko, tutaongea nao na watatulipa vizuri pia. Si ni ukweli? Kwa hivyo matters of teachers are very serious matters. Mimi nimesikia hapa mkisema one term. Na niliwaona juzi in another venue mkisema vitu zingine. Kwani kunaendaje? Walimu wae! Walimu wae! Mimi si kulala hiyo siku. Munisikiza vizuri. Mimi si kulala. Kwa sababu, sikia vizuri, mwalimu anakatwa pesa ya medical insurance. Ni ukweli si ukweli? Lakini ukienda pale kutibiwa, hospitali inakuambia hapana, hatujatumiwa pesa yako, Sisi hatutaki kujiassociate na walimu kwa sababu pesa yenu haitumwi. Ni ukweli si kweli? Wakati ambapo mlikutana na mtu ambaye ako supposed kutuambia kwa nini hajatuma pesa ya walimu, aliwaambia nini? Conman alisema Minet ndio mbaya. I am standing here today, fellow, I'm an educationist, kuambia the problem is not Minet. The problem is the person who is deducting your money and not paying the person who is supposed to give you a medical insurance. Why I'm disappointed is because your union is sat face to face with the person who is oppressing you. And the only thing that we could hear is tutam. Tutam koa kanye. Tutam coming from where? I will say tutam if my mother, my auntie, who is a teacher in the village, gets a toothache and goes and gets dignified treatment from the hospital. I will say tutam. But if you are not getting good treatment, okadoa. Wadagi. Number 2. Maneno ya JSS. Mogul for Mogul. Mogul tuko. Tunasema autonomy yawa. Ni ukweli ama si kweli? And that is why we are saying, Sifuna yuko hapa, and members of parliament, as vocal as Babu Owino here, na Caleb, and our friends, please, I have 2 requests for you, and we will monitor this. Can we have good legislation for medical cover ya walimu? Pesa ukikatwa, 1000 yako 6 ukikatwa, can we have an act of parliament kutuambia hiyo pesa imekatwa na in 10 days inaenda in a certain account? That is the only way you people will see a medical cover. JSS, let us have this conversation in parliament. Honorable Sifuna, I know you can be able to lead it. Because we are talking about the welfare of people. Well, unajua mogul ni nini Sifuna? Mogul ni mtu mwenye amegraduate, wengine wako na masters, wengine walikuwa wanafanya kwa bank kabla wakuje. Ukweli si kweli? And JSS, for me and from where I sit, having sat in the task force that drafted CBC, I know JSS is the future of revolutionizing education of our country. And with those few remarks, teachers, I love you so much and all the best. And you know, I am always here to support you. Sindio? Tushikilie, tusishikilie. Lakini in the interim tumekubaliana ni one.
Hey, wapi makofi ya Janet? Lakini nyinyi walimu oye, kuna kitu mumeruka hapo kipetero kiyesu. Tutaongea nyuma ya tent. Mheshimiwa Brian Lishenga, Chair of the Rural and Urban Private Hospital Association. Briefly, before we go to the remaining members of parliament, just be patient, Honorable Babu. Wewe ni governor. Tamalizia.
Walimu oye! I am a technocrat, so hiyo siasa naona mmekuja sana. Sometimes I do politics, but today my invitation here was to give a sort of technocratic address. So will teachers allow me nipatiane a quick overview of why I think you should not go to SHA? Can I? Yes. Number 1, the transitional clauses, and this one I am telling you so that you understand the problems that you are headed into from 1st of December 2025. The transitional clauses of the Social Health Insurance Act, Part 5, Subclause 1, says that on the appointed day, the Social Health Authority shall not offer enhanced benefits. Now, I want you are teachers, that is a point you understand. The teacher scheme is an enhanced medical scheme. The Social Health Authority by law cannot offer an enhanced medical scheme. on 1st of December, if there is a mistake without an amendment to the act, if somebody makes the mistake of transferring teachers to SHA without an amendment of the act, I promise you that on 2nd of December, there will be a court order stopping that transition. So, the second point, I want to inform you why they are trying to push teachers into SHA. I am on record as saying SHA is broke. And I want to explain to you the reason why they are fighting for your deductions is they want to save a collapsing medical scheme. I would like to advise the teachers of Kenyans, or the teachers of Kenya, do not be the ones whose hard-earned income will be used to save a scheme that should never have existed from the first day. Number two, as we are speaking today, I am aware that teachers are being deducted 2.75% of your gross income. Is that right? I am also aware that you have a medical fee or allowance that is also deducted from your payslip. Is that true? This is duplication. So you are essentially experiencing what we call double taxation. This is contrary to the law. And I think that because of this duplication, the reason why you are not receiving the required benefits is under SHA, 5% of the 2.75 you contribute already goes to administrative costs. Under Minet, 15% of what you contribute already goes to administrative costs. So by the time you as a teacher or your family arrives at hospital, 20% of your contribution has already been consumed by administrative costs. This is also explaining why your benefits are always reducing. One term. Hiyo ndo nimekosa kusema peke yake. Haya basi tusikie one. Sawa. So, what I would like to ask the teachers of Kenya, simple. This is my request to you. Number one, I was having a discussion with my sister here. Akiniambia mkienda hospitali, mnaambiwa hospitali imesuspend Minet. Si mlikuwa mnaambiwa namna hiyo? When you were at State House the other day and I saw some of your faces. Sio nyinyi? Amuku kwa huko? Walikuwa wakasarani? Wako kasarani? Can I explain why the president spent 10 minutes blaming Minet? Can I explain? Nitoboe nisitoboe. The reason why the president spent 10 minutes blaming Minet is because there is a fallout in paradise. There is a fallout in paradise. I have always told teachers that Minet is only the face. The true people behind the cartel are the ones we never talk about. And we should talk about them today. Sindio? There are two companies. One of them is called Medical Administrators Kenya Limited. MAKL. Mushasikia MAKL? In the consortium contract, it is called the Scheme Administrator. There is a second company called Bliss Healthcare. Mushasikia Bliss Healthcare? Mumesikia hiyo? Nitoboe. Now, Bliss Healthcare and Medical Administrators Kenya Limited are owned by the same individual. So both your scheme administrator and the master capitator are private companies owned by the same individual. One term, sindio? One term, hawa namna gani? Now, the trouble in paradise started this way. That same person who owns Bliss and MAKL also owns Life Care Hospitals. Niseme nisiseme? So, that same individual who owns Bliss, MAKL, and Life Care Hospitals, that same individual is the major shareholder in a company called Apeiro Kenya. Apeiro Kenya is the lead consortium partner that is managing the SHA digital systems. Sasa mnaelewa kwa nini mnapelekwa huko? Now, it turns out that in the last few months, between January and May of this year, a cartel controlled by that same individual was responsible for defrauding the Social Health Authority. Na walikuwa wanakula pesa ya mzee. Munaelewa? Sasa ile sababu ilikuwa inatukanwa ni kwa sababu kati ya hawa watu wawili wamekwisha kukosana. I am asking the teachers of Kenya, if you have representatives, do not allow yourselves to be taken into a sinking ship on 1st of December 2025. Mutakataa? Mumekataa? Ati mnasema? Asante sana.
Aya, pigia Dr. Lishenga makofi. Nimesikia kila mtu anasema ile shule alienda. Mimi nilisoma na Brian Lishenga Musingu High School kule Kakamega. Aya, next tunataka tulia mzee, tulia tu. Nataka mheshimiwa Profesa Daktari Oundo, mbunge wa Funyula, aje na yeye pia wasalimie kwa dakika kidogo tu. Leo ni Sunday, tulikuwa tunataka huyo Gen Z aendelee kupiga hiyo trumpeta, si ndio? Ako sawa.
Asante sana Bwana Sifuna. Leo ni Jumapili, tumsifu Yesu Kristo. Amin. Mimi Ojambo Oundo ndio jina langu, mbunge wa Funyula constituency katika kaunti ya Busia. Mimi nilikuwa mwalimu katika the University of Nairobi, nikatoka kuja bungeni. As I stand here, I'm in very good hands with the teachers. As I stand here, I come to thank you, to celebrate with you, because being a teacher is more than a job, it is a calling. And wherever we are, as leaders, we must always appreciate you teachers in whatever you do. And that's why every single time, we always hope any political regime, any government, will take care of the teachers, will take care of everybody, instead of wasting so much money on unessential services and neglecting the welfare of the teachers. We stand here, sometimes it pains us, because when we go to our constituencies and we find the way teachers are suffering, the challenges they have in the schools, the challenges they have in the classrooms, and the way they are struggling to deal with children, it pains us very much. So I stand here today to empathize with you, to celebrate with you, but I've always said, after every suffering, there is always a silver lining. And it is in your hands. Hizi vitu ziko kwa mikononi mwenu. Hakuna kwingine. You are the savior of this country. Hakuna mtu mwingine. Are the teachers that who give direction. Mkiacha, mkikubali kuendelea kuteseka, hiyo ni shauri yenu. Na tulikuwa tunawaambia, we used to walk around. Nyinyi mnasema, sijui hasala, sijui nini, tutaamka mapema, tuende tufundishe mtu fulani sijui adabu. Sasa wa Kenya, wacha saa zingine tukule ujeuri yetu, kiburi yetu. Wacha tukule kiburi yetu. Tunawaomba, we request, wameongea vizuri sana. Lishenga amewaambia vizuri, Gisairo na wengine wameongea vizuri, kazi ni kwenu. Sisi kama wabunge ambao tunajali maslahi ya wananchi wa Kenya, we will go outside there and tell the Kenyans the truth. It is you who needs to do the final touches. Sisi ni midfielders. Nyinyi ndio watu wa kufunga mabao. Na mfunge mabao kule kuzuri, huku kwingine mnaweza weka on goal. Asante, sitakuwa na mengi. Asante sana Sifuna kwa kazi nzuri. Kama ningekuwa napiga kura hapa Nairobi, ningekupigia. Lakini mimi napiga Busia, tapigia seneta wangu. Asante sana, Mwenyezi Mungu abariki.
Thank you very much. Aya, Mheshimiwa Wamboka kutoka Bumula kule Bungoma. Walimu hoye! Hebu mnipatie salamu ya walimu huko nyuma, salamu ya walimu. Vile mumesikia, naitwa Wanami Wamboka kutoka Bumula. Tumekuja hapa kucelebrate mambo ya walimu. Tunatambua ile kazi mnafanya. Tuko na nyinyi. Tunajua zile shida mnapitia. Kwanza ni washukuru kuchagua kiongozi shupavu. Huyu jamaa anaitwa Edwin Sifuna. Walimu wa Nairobi, ile mambo mmefanyia Kenya, jambo la maana sana ni Edwin Sifuna. Can you imagine Kenya hii kama haingekuwa na Edwin Sifuna? Sasa tumshukuru sana. Pili, unajua mimi hata watu wakiumia mimi siumii sana. Kwa sababu mimi ni mtu ya baba. Mimi sikupigia hii serikali kura. Mimi ni mtu wa nani? Tukiwa na huyu Sifuna. Kwa sababu wengine wetu tuliona haya maneno yanafanyika, tuliona kitambo sana. And someone must speak about these things. If you want to kill a country, play with the education system of that country. It surprises me, as it should to everyone, that this country prioritizes housing more than education. That this government prioritizes housing over health care. It surprises me. Lakini hiyo maneno yote iko kwa mikono yenu. Nyinyi ndio mnafunza kila mtu. Ukiona engineer, ukiona wakili, ukiona ni nani, ni walimu. Ile kitu imemshinda tu ni hii maneno ya uongozi. Ikifika hapo sijui mnachanganyika wapi walimu. We speak because we are accountable. Sisi tumechaguliwa because we love our country. When things are going wrong, we must speak and say things are going wrong. Vile tunaongea sahi, ile mchanganyiko maalum iko kwa education system ya Kenya, hata Mungu mwenyewe hawezi elewa. It is difficult. Hata hii kitu mnaitwa CBC, mwalimu haelewi. Mzazi haelewi. Serikali haielewi. Alafu wewe una expect mwanafunzi aelewe CBC. Kama ni mambo Mbotela angesema, je, huu ni ungwana? Sasa ni nyinyi walimu. It is incumbent on you as teachers, shape your destiny. Wanasiasa watakuja na mambo kumdanganya mambo mingi sana. You are in trouble. You can, ebu mniambie, third term inakuja mwisho. Hakuna capitation imepelekwa kwa shule. Hakuna capitation. Lakini wakati wanataka pesa ya ile system ina run SHA, 104 billion inapatikana. Wakati kanisa inatakana kujengwa State House, pesa inafanya nini? Inapatikana. Lakini tukikuja kwa pesa ya capitation kupelekwa kwa shule, hiyo pesa hakuna. Sisi tukiwa huko bunge, wale wenzetu tuko hapa, we are with you. Na hatutaenda namna hii, sisi tutasimama na nyinyi. Hiyo mambo yote mnasema, mambo ya JSS, hiyo yote sisi tuko na nyinyi. Na tutasimama na nyinyi. Na sisi pia sasa penye mefika, mmetuona hapa, hii timu inaitwa Kenya moja. Sio rahisi. It is not easy to be Senator Sifuna in this country. Ile mishale inatoka kona zote, sio rahisi. Lazima pia nyinyi msimame na senator wenyu. Msimame na kiongozi wenyu. Wakati shida inaanza kwenda. Na mimi nikiangalia huyu Sifuna, yani ninajiuliza ni nini sisi hatuna? Caleb, what don't we have, Babo Wino? Ni nini hatuna? Na Sifuna tunaogopa nini? 2027 hii tunaogopa nini? 2027 tunaogopa nini? Unajua, I come from a circumcising community. Nikisema hivyo ndugu zangu wa Jaluo wanaanza kushtuka. Sisi wakati mwanaume umekuwa circumcised, hakuna kitu ingine na kutisha. Si hii maneno yote tunaongea. Mimi nafika fahali Sifuna, mimi naona hata sisi tuweke agenda kwa meza. Tuweke option kwa meza kwa mambo ya 2027. Mnakubaliana na sisi? Mnakubaliana na sisi? Huyu Sifuna akiwa huko ndani, Babu Owino akiwa ndani, Oundo akiwa ndani, Caleb Hamisi akiwa ndani, Kibagendi akiwa ndani. Alafu mnasema nini mwisho? Wase wako lori. Haya. Tunaendelea vizuri. Walimu oye. Naenda kumaliza, alafu tuite wadosi wetu, tukae chini tuwasikize na nyinyi. Mheshimiwa Caleb Hamisi ni mbunge wa Saboti. Saboti iko katika kaunti ya Trans Nzoia. Kama mnajua mji wa Kitale, huyo ndio mbunge wa area hiyo. Kijana mdogo. Karibu.
Asante sana. Walimu musilale, lale lale, walimu musilale, bado mapambano, mapambano, mapambano. Jesi musilale, lale lale, Jesus musilale, bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano. Asante sana. Walimu oye. Walimu ria. Walimu kukukuku. Kwani mmezeeka? Aya, mimi ndio naitwa Caleb Hamisi Luyai, kijana power, mbunge wa Saboti, na mimi ndio ule mheshimiwa sijawahi kutana na William Ruto. Na sitawahi kutana na yeye. Nimefurahi kufika hapa. Number one, I want to appreciate the people of Nairobi County, wakiongozwa na walimu, kwa kutupea huyu kijana awe seneta wenyu. Sisi watu wa Magharibi tunawashukuru. Thank you very much. Na muendelee kumpa nguvu. Ni kijana wetu, tunamwamini na tunasimama na yeye. Mimi kule tumetoka Magharibi wamesema one term. Na kwanza kabisa walimu ni waeleze, I'm the newest product of teachers. Because a week ago, I graduated with Masters in International Relations at USIU. So I'm the newest product ya walimu. Na wakati nimesimama hapa, apart from being the newest product ya walimu, mimi nimefunzwa, not just kufunzwa, nimelewa na mwalimu. I was born, and I want you to listen to this story. The importance of a teacher. My father died before I was born. 2 months before I was born. Don't say sorry. I want you to listen to the story. Walimu oye. I want you to listen to the story. And my mother left when I was 6 months old. So nimelelewa na grandmother. In the school I studied, Sabatia Primary, the head teacher of that school saw my score from primary class 1 to class 8, and he took his fare, akaenda Starehe Boys, akatafuta yellow form, akaleta nikasign. When results came, I knew there is a school called Starehe Boys after results of KCPE. And if that teacher did not sign the yellow form, even if I was number 1 in the whole country, I'll not have gone to Starehe. And I will not have accessed education. Walimu power. Walimu power. So when I say I'm a product of teachers, ni mwalimu ndio alifanya nikaenda Starehe after I became the first boy in Western region. Makofi kwangu. Igwe. Igwe. Na kama kusaini form ya mwalimu, singeenda Starehe Boy Center. So I'm a product, a real product of what a teacher can do in the life of an individual. Now I'm standing here as a member of parliament, elected twice. This is my second term. 2 term, 3 term. Nataka niwaambie kabla sijakaa, hawa vijana unaona, mimi kama nimetembea mgutupu nikaenda shule na nimekuwa hapa kama MP twice. These are not boys you can joke around with. Hawa sio wale wanaume unapatana kwa barabara mkisema wanasiasa. We are determined to change this country and we shall do it. There is no any country in the whole world that can develop without a well-structured education system. Itakuwaje Kenya peke yake ndio nchi dunia mzima where wanasikia walimu wanagoma, education is in circus. There is no any other example of a country where education is always the topic of discussion. It is only in Kenya. It must stop with our generation. The youth of a nation are the trustees of our prosperity. Na ni lazima walimu muangalia hawa vijana, hawa wazee wamekuwa kama wakati wa Moi, mimi sina huruma nao. Mseme sijui nani, baba, wote waende. Wote waende. And I'm telling you here that where Baba, we respect you, release us to save this country. Release us Baba, tuachilie tuokoe nchi. And we are ready. Hii yote tumewapia miaka 60 zimewashinda. Release us to save our country. And tuko tayari. Tumetosha tujatosha. Mtatuunga mkono, mtatuunga mkono. Wale wanatuunga mkono tuone kwa mkono. Walimu oye! Walimu oye! Wale wanasema one term, one term, one term, one term.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Caleb Amisi. Sasa nataka nichukue fursa hii nimkaribishe ndugu yetu wa Embakasi East. Mheshimiwa Babu Owino. Karibu.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Teachers, I love you so much. Teachers Ria. Teachers Ra. Teachers Tibim. Teachers Tialala. Warembo ha. Walimu mwe. Asanteni sana. Thank you so much, teachers. Thank you, my super senator, Senator Edwin Sifuna, ambaye ni kiongozi bora. Sio bora, kiongozi. Sifuna, tunakuunga mkono. Najua kuna vita mingi sana hapa mbele, and we are ready. We are ready to face the challenges of life. Because by the end of the day, nobody will exit alive. Even those who are abducting us, even those who are killing us, will one day die. So therefore, lazima tujipange. To the honorable teachers who are here, as Babu Owino, I'm one of your own. I'm also a teacher. In fact, my class was the largest class in the whole world. I'm the only single teacher who has taught the largest class in the whole world, and that was an online class that attracted, at one single time, the viewership live was 800,000 viewers. Right now, it's going to 33 million viewers. Si hiyo iko sawa? Is there any other teacher here, any teacher here who benefited from my lessons? Kunayo? Si unaona wanafunzi wangu hapa sahi sasa ni walimu. Mwalimu wa maths hapa ni wapi? So there are teachers here. I talked to some who told me, Babu, I benefited from your lessons, and today I'm a teacher. I'm a proud teacher because of you. And in the next 2 weeks, I'm also going to revise again online. So teachers, tuko pamoja, msione na wapatia competition. It's because of my love for education. Because were it not education, I would have never come to Nairobi in the year 2007. Were it not for education, I would have never gone to the University of Nairobi. Were it not for education, I would have never been a member of parliament. And were it not for education, I would not be standing here today with you teachers. And therefore, for me, my love for teachers will forever be at 100%, will be at optimum. To the teachers, the love that we have for you in this society, we know very well how much we love you. You are the architects of the society. You not only build education, you not only build knowledge, but you also build character. And you've built characters, you've built people in this nation. Teachers, you manage our questions with patience. You manage our mistakes with compassion. And you manage our growth with pride. And therefore, we love you and will continue loving you. Teachers don't just cut the trees in the jungles, but teachers irrigate the soil of the mind. And because of teachers, we have any professional in any profession, all of them in this world, because of teachers. Were it not for teachers, we would not be having doctors today. Were it not for teachers, we would not be having teachers today. Were it not for teachers, we would not be having serious business personalities, journalists, and the babus of this world. And therefore, the role a teacher plays in the society is so big. Yet, teachers have been used, misused, and abused. And teachers have been used, misused, and abused because of lack of respect for teachers. Teachers are disrespected by the government. Teachers are the least earning civil servants in this country. Yet teachers are training other professions. When you look at our education system, the teachers who went to State House are only 10,000. If you want to know that there is disrespect, yet we have over 400,000 teachers in this country. Mr. President, if you are genuine about teachers, the teachers who never received their 10,000 shillings, send them M-Pesa today. Let every teacher who did not receive his or her money to receive their monies. You have their numbers, visit TSC, you will get their contacts, send them money via M-Pesa na utume na ya kutoa. That is how much teachers are disrespected because of discrimination. Who told them that the ones who visited State House were better than the ones who didn't? Yet, all these teachers received the same training. Number two, when you look at our education system, the government introduced what we call the incompetency-based curriculum, IBC, which has now changed to based education, incompetency-based education. Ladies and gentlemen, our children are being used as control experiments. The grade 7, grade 8, grade 9, at least 3 million students, learners in this nation are going to disappear. Because how do you explain that a teacher goes to the university trained to only take 2 subjects? Then this teacher is given 40 lessons to deliver. Yet this teacher is given between 5 to 7 learning areas to cover. What quality are you giving to our children? When you talk to the government, they abduct you. When you talk to the government, they arrest you. When you talk to the government, they kill you. Then they say that Sifuna ni mtu mbaya, just by saying the truth. I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that if we don't stand against the injustices committed by the government, we are going to lose a whole nation. We know the role of education in economic development. In every area, there is education. In the health industry, there is education. In manufacturing industry, there is education. In construction industry, there is education. In the service industry that contributes approximately 65% to the Kenyan economy, there is education. In agricultural industry that contributes approximately 19% to the economy, there is education. Therefore, you cannot do anything without education in this country. Even the way you time, if you want a boy or a girl, it is what? You know that for you to get a baby boy, and because when you produce something travels faster, you know the timing is during of you. See, that is education. So education is literally applied in everything that we do. Yet we don't respect education in this country. Number 3, the teachers who graduated 20 years ago have never been employed. 15 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, they've never been employed. A teacher is retiring before being employed. Is that fair? But when we talk, Sifuna is bad. Number 4, the junior secondary school teachers. The autonomy. These teachers are like any other teacher. Respect them. They want independence, not dependence. Let them be independent. Let them have their structures. Let them have their administrative structures. Then, as I finish, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you, teachers, today lecturers are striking. Those are teachers. And lecturers have stricken for far too long just because the government cannot listen. The government would prefer go somewhere, just dish out money, but is not investing in education. I want to tell the comrades in this country that you have to join your lecturers. Close those universities. Kama mambo ni mbaya iwe mbaya. Kama ni noma iwe noma. The lecturers must be paid. And to the lecturers, do not agree to sign anything if there is no money in your pockets. To the teachers, the salaries that you earn is not congruent to, is not similar to, is not directly proportional to the work that you do, but it is inversely proportional to the work that you do. The teachers are doing a lot, but they are not being paid. Officials of NAT, officials of KUPPET, from today henceforth, start demanding for salary increment. Walimu ria, walimu ra, walimu tibim, walimu tialala, warembo ha, warembo mwe. We mwalimu, naona mwanaume anapiga mwe, we ni mrembo. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki. Naona mheshimiwa Mshomba amefika hapa.
Asante sana, makofi ya mheshimiwa Babu Owino. Haya, tuendelee tusiendelee? Tuendelee tusiendelee? Haya, wakati mheshimiwa Babu Owino anazungumza, tumekaribisha mheshimiwa Gathoni wa Mchomba, yuko hapa. Niwache upumzike kidogo. Uko sawa? Haya, njoo basi. Njoo basi.
Thank you very much, Senator Sifuna, my colleagues from the National Assembly, honorable members ambao wako hapa, all protocol observed. Walimu hai. Bwana asifiwe. My apologies for lateness. I have come from my constituency. I had another event that I had prior committed, and I was committed to come here even if I'm late. Nimekuja nikapata wakati babu. Babu wa sababu. Babu kwa sababu. Alikuwa na execute point by point. Na unajua babu is an orator, so amesha sema yangu yote. Mimi ni mwalimu by profession, by training. I am a teacher who is supposed to be teaching secondary school, chemistry and biology. But I never taught much because I found myself in the media. Teachers, I think time has come for us to stop being rubber stamp for the political class. You have for so long become the rubber stamp. For me to be elected in Githunguri, the returning officer is always a teacher. A teacher queues and stays in the polling stations for 3 nights for me to be confirmed as a member of parliament. Alafu mshahara ikifika kulipwa, I am paid 10 times the same teacher who signed my returning officer certificate at the polling station. Ni ufala si ufala? Ufala si ufala? I think we need to call it as it is. I am sorry if I offend you, but please allow me to tell you this. Teachers are supposed to be accommodated not only in classes, but in every other sector of the government. Please allow me to explain. A teacher is not trained to just be in the walls of the classroom. A teacher is supposed to be accommodated anywhere there is some training to be done. If you go to the ministry, for example, of communication, you will get somebody called head of security. That head of security most of the time is a retired army officer or a DOD officer or a police officer who retired and absorbed in the ministry to head security department. But when you go to the same ministry, Department of Training, Monitoring and Evaluation, you will never find a teacher. The teachers are never accommodated in those departments. You will find a field officer who was promoted, a marketer who was promoted to get to those training positions. Yet, you are the teachers who are trained to train. So you need to start asking the people who are campaigning to become president in this country, where is the space of a teacher in the Ministry of Planning? Where is the position and the space of a teacher in the Ministry of Agriculture? It cannot be that you're trained to teach agriculture, but in the Ministry of Agriculture, the Department of Training and Monitoring and Evaluation is not headed by a teacher by profession. What is your agriculture for? Am I speaking? Am I speaking? So nyinyi kwa sababu ndio mnakuwa facilitators wetu wakati tunachaguliwa, you have to put your foot down. What is the space of a teacher in the next government that is being formed? Are you going to be perpetually in the street striking to ask for increment in your salaries? The other day I was on television campaigning around issues of hardship allowances. I'm sure you know that the Parliament of Kenya has absorbed a report that is actually recommending scrapping away all the hardship allowances for teachers. Are you aware? Yes. And that report was stapled by the Cabinet Secretary, Chief Cabinet Secretary, Musalia Mudavadi. It was presented in the National Assembly of Kenya. And I was seated there tukiwa na Mheshimiwa Oudo ambaye ako hapa. And we told them, although we were the minority then in the House, you cannot take away the hardship allowance for teachers, yet you know that Alliance boy who qualified from Turkana is mentored and made by a teacher who has persevered the hardship in Turkana for that boy to join Alliance High School. You cannot scrap hardship allowance for a teacher who is in Lamu, who is perpetually fighting with bandits to make a girl that is in Sarehe Girls High School. And then you want to scrap their allowances, the hardship allowances. Now that report is pending approval in the National Assembly. As usual, if you don't get numbers in the National Assembly, that report is going to pass. You may not be the person receiving the hardship allowance right now because maybe you work in Nairobi. But let me tell you, your colleagues are going to suffer if that allowance is scrapped. I want to ask for your support. Will you support those of us who are supporting you? Will you stand with us in the National Assembly? Asanteni sana. I want to commend you for this event. My senior and my brother, Senator Edwin Sifuna. What you have done is to dignify the teachers of Nairobi. May you be dignified in the future by the same teachers. Can I hear amen? Because he has dignified you. Look at your tables. You look like real teachers. Look at the setup. Because Sifuna, Senator, has dignified you. The day he would want your support to be dignified, will you come through for Senator Sifuna? Ya mwisho. Happy World Teachers Day. Even on the days when you feel unseen, know this from Gathoni wa Mushomba Mathe. The impact of your work lasts far beyond the bell. It is shaping our future. Happy Teachers Day. Thank you.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Gathoni, thank you for joining us. Anauliza swali hapa. Ati anataka kuwapiga kitu. Wachana na wale wako Kasarani, yeye anasema yake. Sawa?
Niwapige jeki? Unajua mimi ni mwalimu ambaye Mungu alinifanikia tu nikaenda kwa media nikajipata nimeinuliwa. Kwa hivyo leo nataka niongeze hiyo kiti yenyu nitaongeza 1200.
Asante sana Mwesh. Hata mimi karibu nisahau ndio imefanya nirudi hapa. Mimi pia wacha ni coordinate niwaongeze 300,000 Kenya shillings. Alafu
Aya, mnasemaje? Asante, si ndio? Asante. Kuna mtu tulikuwa tumepea kazi ya welfare officer, si ndio? Mnajua vile sisi we are very organized na tumesema we will dignify you. Kuna vitu hatutafanya. So, ule welfare officer kwa wapi? Wewe Ted, kuja wewe mwenyewe uchukue. Mtafute huyo mtu. Zile bahasha zilikuwa unafungua tena, unaingiza ingine ndani, unaongeza. Sawa. Haya. Walimu oye! Walimu oye! Kwanza kabisa, nataka nichukue fursa hii niwashukuru kwa kukubali mwaliko wangu. Unajua, kuna mahali ingine mlikuwa mmeitwa, si ndio? Sasa, ni heshima kubwa sana kwenu kusema mtakuja mkae na sisi leo. Last year waheshimiwa ambao mko hapa tulianza hii kitu ya kucelebrate walimu every 5th of October on International Day of the Teacher. And I promised you last year ya kwamba we will make it bigger even this year. Kwa sababu last year we did maybe 500 people at Movenpick Hotel. We said we will do 1,000. Mungu akinibariki, next year tunaweka tent 2. Si ndio? Tunaweka tent 2. We have more teachers who are to join ili we celebrate you. The reason why we do this is not so that we can get an opportunity to say things. It is just to say thank you for the work that you do. And as your senator, I pledged for as long as I am here and I'm alive, every single 5th of October, we will do these celebrations with you out of honor. Now, my colleagues have spoken here, wamesema mambo mengi sana. Kwanza mimi, ndugu yangu Caleb, nilikuwa nataka ajue, sisi hata hatufai kuangalia watu wengine. Tujiangalie tu sisi wenyewe. Kukomboa hii nchi itatuchukua sisi. Kwa sababu kuna watu ambao tayari wamechangia demokrasia yetu kufika mahali imefika. Sisi tunawashukuru kwa safari ambaye wamefanya. Actually, unaona mtu kama mimi ni kijana ya baba throughout. I have been very lucky in my life to be mentored by giants in the political space. Baba, what he has done to mold me into who I am, siwezi muitisha kitu ingine jameni. Unajua wakikufikisha umri fulani wanakuambia sasa pia wewe fanya mambo yako, si ndio? So me, I'm very grateful that we have had opportunity to learn at the feet of giants. Kina Orengo hawa, kina Anyang' Nyong'o ambaye alinichukua nikiwa hamnijui, akasema huyu kijana anaweza kukua katibu mkuu wa chama. So me, I'm very grateful for that generation that has mentored us, and we love them still. We will find a way of making sure we work together. Now, last year, you raised certain issues with your senator that you wanted me to take to the Senate. Luckily for you, mimi mkinituma naendanga nasema. Na uzuri yenu huwa muniruki. Munasema ni sisi tulimwambia aseme, si ndio? That is a sort of relationship we want, that tukiamua tunaenda vita fulani, usigeuke nyuma ukute ati Sifuna ameingia committee, hapana. Tukisema ni forward, tunaenda forward, si ndio? Last year nimesikia Gathoni akizungumza mambo ya hardship allowance. Gathoni, kama kuna watu wanahitaji hardship allowance ni hao walimu wa Nairobi. Wacha nikuambie, wewe fikiria hii Nairobi, mtu analipwa shilingi 18,000 kwa mwezi. Utatoa nyumba wapi yenye ni chini ya shilingi 20,000 yenye mwalimu anaweza ishi na heshima? We are suffering here because this city, the cost of living is too high. Kabla ulipe rent, kabla ununue chakula, walimu wanaenda shule kufunza watoto wa wengine, wao wako nyumbani, hawana fees. In this city of Nairobi. Waliniambia kwanza hawa JSS unajua ni majenzi. Waliniambia hata hawezi ishi na bibi yako Nairobi. Bibi unamwacha ushago kwa sababu hiyo 18k, hiyo pesa ni kidogo sana, hawezi kusurvive nayo. Mumeniambia JSS wanataka autonomy yao because wanasema it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You are a graduate, unawekwa kwa center pale ati mdosi wako ni mwalimu wa P1. Unaona? So all those conversations mimi nazipeleka bunge, and I will play for you a clip here ya last week. Huyu waziri anaitwa Ogamba alikuwa kwenye Senate, na hiyo maswali tulimuuliza, ingawaji anahepa sana maswali. Anapeana story mrefu, na unajua speaker ako pale anamprotect. Saa nyingine unasikia kurukia mtu, mwambie boss hujajibu swali bana. Hujajibu swali. Wanakuambia Sifuna calm down or we will throw you out. So I have brought those issues before the Senate. You will hear his long winding answers here. That is not to mean we have given up on your representation. We will continue to represent you. I brought this gentleman who's the chair of RUFA, who's my classmate in Musingu, so that he can explain to you the danger that is ahead. And you have the power and the leadership to be able to say, sisi tuko sawa mahali tuko. Hatutaki mtu ingize kwa hiyo confusion yenu ya SHA. I was very embarrassed as a son of a teacher kuona union leaders wenu wakiimba vile walikuwa wanaimba pale State House. Nikashangaa, nikauliza, kweli ni nyinyi mlituma huyo katibu wenu aseme hiyo vitu? Ni nyinyi mlimwambia aimbe hivyo? Nyinyi wimbo wenu ni tofauti? Yenu ni gani? Yenu ni gani? Semeni asikie, yenu ni gani? Correct. So as leaders in this country, we must make sure that we represent you, and we represent you properly, and represent the issues that you want to be addressed and put them on the table. On the question of the pay slip, I feel very pained, by the way, when I see the deductions that come from my own salary. Unalipa SHA over 35,000. Mimi. Nalipa housing levy over 36,000. Kila mwezi ya kasongo. Na unajua hawa watu them they don't care whether those social houses or those so-called affordable houses work or not. Wao bora contractor ni wake, material ni yeye na supply, wakisha lipana wanaenda. Tulikuwa kwa huyu Oundo, Funyula. Can you imagine in the middle of the village there, mahali Oundo wakiulizwa atasema wacha tujenge classrooms mingi na hisi miti ama tujenge hospitali. Wanajenga gorofa 12 na mimi kama Muluya najua hakuna nyumba Muluya anaweza ishi penye kuku yake hezi ingia. Hakuna kuku ya 12th floor. Ama nyinyi mnajua hakuna kuku inaishi 12th floor. So hizo nyumba hatuelewi ni nani atakuja kuishi hapo ndani kwa sababu Senator wa Busia alinifunza kitu. Unajua Waluya wanasema wanaita kuku engoho ama ingoho, si ndio? The first 3 or 4 letters of that word ingoho is ingo. Ingo means wapi? Home. And in fact, if you want to know whether there is human habitation somewhere in Western Kenya, you meet a chicken first na unajua kuna watu wanaishi hapa. So sisi without kuku, hiyo hatuwezani. But hao wajali, wao bora wajenge, walipe makontrakta wao, alafu wasonge mbele. Kwa hivyo mimi nataka niwaombe ya kwamba sisi kama vijana, viongozi vijana, tumeshikana tumesema tunataka siasa za sera. Tuwaambie watu mahali ambapo serikali inapotea ni muhimu sisi kusema kwamba hapa ni kitu kibaya. Hata kama kuna hii mambo wanaita broad based government, haikusemekana kwamba sisi ambao tumechaguliwa kuwawakilisha tunyamaze wakati maovu yanatendeka. Sasa nani atakuzungumzia bana? So we will keep talking for you and speaking for you and laying your issues on the table, and I want to end there because today was about you and we have not heard from you. We will sit down and listen, and you will see us carrying those messages that you give us in our respective areas of representation. Gadoni, even if there is just 2 of you in that National Assembly, please stand up for these teachers. Please stand up for these teachers. And they will see you putting an effort. Aya. Hiyo bahasha utafungua tena. Asante sana. Fungua tena uongeze kitu kidogo ndani, si ndio? Thank you very much. I just want to play for you that clip from the Senate proceedings if you didn't see it this week when the CS for Education was there, and I hope you have sound. Let's go. Honorable Speaker, in just the past 2 weeks, the Ministry of Education has actually conceded that when they were doing an audit of schools, out of the, they had audited 12,000 schools out of the 17,500 and found that there were 50,000 ghost students. And in fact, the PS for Education, Bitok, was before the National Assembly, and he confirmed that the problem was most rampant in secondary schools. Now, the ministry sent money to these schools. They know the schools. They know the ghost students. Can the minister tell us today the names of those schools and the names of the persons who withdrew that money? Because by my math, if you are sending 16,000 shillings as capitation, then the country has lost almost 1 billion shillings in that financial year alone from these ghost students. So who are these people who are withdrawing this money?
To Honorable Sifuna's question, yes, what we decided to do is after the Auditor General flagged out that she had done a specific audit for the last 4 years, a forensic audit for the last 4 years, where they discovered discrepancies, we decided as a ministry in this third term to only release resources to schools where we have verified the number of students that have been enrolled. That exercise is ongoing. We have done 75% of it. We have about 25% to go. And those anomalies are now being discovered. So what I would urge is that we will not be able to give you the full analysis as we speak until we complete. But once we complete, we will analyze, for example, if resources were sent to a bank for school X, we'll have to find out who signed for those resources from that bank, and action will be taken because that's criminal. So that is the reason why we are doing this verification, in order for us to be able to know for sure how many students do we have, how many learners do we have in each stage.
I pity the senator for Bomet. He's focusing on infrastructure. He's focusing on lecture halls, workshops, and all these other things. We have all these things at the University of Nairobi. The lecturers at the universities are on the 3rd week of strike. Honorable Speaker, education is not just about these things we build. It is a whole sort of ecosystem that you build together. When will this government start respecting proceeds of legal processes such as collective bargaining agreements? What is the latest problem? Can the CS tell us today? Why are the lecturers on the streets for 3 weeks? And the students have told us, Honorable Speaker, that if the matter is not resolved today, they will join the strike. What is going on? First year students have reported to the universities, Honorable Speaker, there are no classes. They are also on the streets. What sort of government is this?
Senator Sifuna, you know, I directed that we ask questions related to the primary question. You know, that is a very pertinent issue you are raising, which even can stop this house from proceeding in the afternoon. And I request even you just adjourn the house. You have those powers. We discuss that matter comprehensively.
No, the CS is here. Don't protect him. Let him answer these questions from the representatives of the people. And even Senator Cherargei asked about this. Like, these are correlated matters. Let him tell us if we are safe or the students will be here. He is here. This government is overprotected by the speakers in this house. Let him answer the question.
Your second question was on the strikes, and I'll answer them together with Senator Sifuna's concern. But I just wish to state that earlier, I provided a response on the JS governance by referring to the Working Party recommendations and the fact that the bills are undergoing the processes that are required in order for them to be submitted eventually to Parliament, where they would then have legislative powers.
Is that it? There was an answer on JSS autonomy. Yeah, he gave a long windy story. You didn't have it there? Okay, sawa. So you can sense the frustration that we also face in the house there, because you expect that when the CS is there, he will provide concrete answers so that when I come to you, I can also give concrete answers. Now, from what he has said there, have you understood what he's saying? Sasa ukiona tumechemuka pale tunataka kushika mtu mashati, jameni, si hata ingekuwa wewe ungeshika mtu shati. Na ndio maana tunasema we want competent administration in this country, and this one clearly is not. So at this particular point in time, we have sat down for a very long time. Where's the lovely band? Yes, is it possible for you, as we usher in our bosses, because our bosses' representatives have not spoken, sindio? Wapatie pambio kali sana, alafu wakuje wafanye nini? Watuambie mambo yao sasa, si ndio? Muko na maneno? Mutasema ama mutaogopa? Bas. Haya. Asante sana. There is a young man here who is itching to say hi to you. I think he's a student leader at this facility. Bro, tukaribishe hapa tu, useme kama tuko safe ama hapana, si ndio? Haya.
Asante sana. Yes, walimu power. Walimu power. My name is Julius Ikusa. I am the governor of this campus, a teacher of physics and chemistry in the University of Nairobi, and thank you so much for giving this opportunity to me. I want to start by saying that you are safe in this campus. You are safe because this is the University of Nairobi. And I'll also start by thanking Mheshimiwa, Honorable and Edwin Sifuna. He has stood by our side even when we were fighting for accommodation in this university, and we saw fruition of their efforts. Thank you so much, Bona Senator. And I would also want to say that I'm also honored to be recognized by Mheshimiwa Babu Owino, our very own. I am following his path
and he has been a very good mentor to me. Thank you so much. And our lecturers are striking. And thank you for identifying that, Honorable Senator. And we are fighting. We are facing them orthogonally, and we will make sure that our lecturers come back and we get back to class, and we are going to be the leaders of tomorrow because we have our fellow young leaders leading us to the future. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you.
Aya, mkimuona bunge baada ya miaka chache msishangae, si ndio? Aya, band, and then we will have the speeches. MC, I give it back to you, right? So you can guide this session. We will be taking notes there. Babu, you cannot leave. The teachers have to speak to you. Si wamekusikiza, we lazima pia uwasikize. Basi, leo ni siku yao, hawa ndio wadosi.
Aya, asante sana, tuwapigieni makofi tafadhali. Makofi hayo hayatoshi jamani. Asante sana. Kwa hivyo tutapata utumbuizaji kidogo kutoka kwa bendi yetu, kisha tutarudisha kwa wageni waliosalia. Akolo, the unit band, kazi kwenu. Tumekaa sana, tuweza simama tu kidogo walimu tafadhali.
Watu wasimame. Wangapi wanatoa salamu wana? Walimu hoye! Walimu hoye! Che 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 che, unapenda vitu vya che. Maisha yako hoye hoye, we bwana we, utakutosha. Che 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 che, unapenda vitu vya che. Mambo ya nyumba hulipi, we bwana we, utakutoka. Che 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 che, mambo ya nyumba hulipi. Maji yameshakatwa operation kata umeme umekuja. Na twende che 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 che, mambo ya nyumba ulipi. Maji yameshakatwa operation kata. Unapenda vitu vya che. Mbona sioni watu wakikatika? Nah, thank you so much for our teachers. We love you so much. Che 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 che, mama ya nyumba hulipi. Maji yameshakatwa. Asanteni sana.
Asante sana, tuwapigie makofi tafadhali tunapoketi. Thank you. Haya. Karibu tunaelekea mwisho wa ratiba yetu. Kwa hivyo linalofuata sasa tunaenda kuwapata wawasilishi wa vitengo tofauti tofauti, ikiwa ni pamoja na shule za msingi, junior schools, high schools. Vivyo hivyo kuna wakilishaji wa KUPPET na APBET schools. Baadaye tutakuwepo na ukataji wa keki. Kwa hivyo msiondoke bado. Na nimesikia bahasha ikitajwa. Kwa hivyo ukiondoka utaikosa. Tunaomba kutoondoka, tuwasikilize tukimalizia. Na ningependa kuwashukuru viongozi wetu. Sijaona mara nyingi viongozi wao wanaongea wa mwisho wakiondoka. Hapa tuliona tukienda kwenye chamcha, walituachia kwanza tukaenda tukala, wakala wa mwisho. Na sasa wameketi wanataka kutusikiliza. I think that is the kind of leadership we are looking forward to. Na tunawaombeeni Mungu awaneemeshe ili mahitaji yenu yote yajibiwe. Kwa hivyo ningependa kumwalika Bwana Nyaranga, Bwana Wafula. Karibu sana. Chairman, mpigie makofi anapojaajaa jukwaani tafadhali. Atatupeleka hii ratiba iliyobaki kwa wale ambao watakuja kutusemezea kuhusu machache. Na kabla achukue kipaza sauti, ningependa kwa sababu ya muda, ukija hapa tafadhali unapewa dakika 3. Dakika 3. Ukizidisha tutakusimamisha ama tutakukatia sauti. Na tutaki tuende pale tu. Kwa hivyo tunaomba jaribu ikiwezekana hata dakika 1 ama 2. Ikizidi sana 3. Karibu Bwana Wafula.
Walimu hamjambo? Mwalimu kwanza, sivyo? Hiyo tumemaliza. The speeches that have been made here by our leaders today, and more so the summary made by our senator, that is why huku vijijini tunaongelea mambo ya mwalimu kwanza, and we also talking about a better society for teachers. Because it has to happen, it can happen, and it takes our effort and initiative. So today, as we celebrate World Teachers Day, nataka kuwakumbusha about the theme of this day. The theme is recasting teaching as a collaborative profession. The reason why we are here today, the reason why we have our partners, our political leaders, we have other we are even in this institution, is as a result of collaboration and partnership. We will not have come here to host our event here without collaboration. So I also want to thank the University of Nairobi for according us this opportunity. Our leaders from Parliament, Senate, and National Assembly, you are here because we are collaborating with you. And even our ministry, the leaders from the ministry, even our Kesha, we want to collaborate with all the leaders. Because this event was a high-profile event, just like ile wanasema ilikuwa Kasarani, and all were invited. So ule hajakuja hapa, sijui hajakuja kwa nini. So kwa upande wa speeches, I would like to recognize a few of us who are here, and we are going to just make remarks on behalf of the teachers, the ones that we lead, so that now our leaders are here, they can take this information to the next level. So I will want to start with our primary colleagues, teachers in our primary section, and will be represented by Madam Perry Amadi from Unity Primary in Umoja. Perry, kindly come. As Perry comes forward, we have our junior secondary school teachers, colleagues. They have their issues that we want to address and collaborate and approach it as a team. Bwana Omari, Boniface Omari, kindly come forward. Kuja, so that we save on time. So Madam Perry, kindly come, just give us some information about our primary education. Karibu sana, let's appreciate her as she comes.
Honorable Senator, distinguished guests, my fellow educators, ladies and gentlemen, plus the invited guests and the members of parliament. Habari zenyu wote. I can hear you shouting autonomy. I'm not a hoi. I'm not a hoi. I stand here today with deep gratitude as a teacher talking on behalf of the primary school fraternity. I want to thank the Senator, Honorable Sifuna, for being the pioneer for these celebrations, not only here in Nairobi, but in Kenya. We were here last year. He started this last year. We were also part of this collaboration. We were at Movenpick at his invitation. We want to thank you always for having us teachers in mind. As others are congregating today in Kasarani, as their first, ours is our second. And we are very happy as teachers because you have not only made this thing a teacher's thing, and we believe that it's not going to be seasonal, It's going to be something that will be happening every other year. We thank you so much for even bringing people who are talking to us about things that are affecting teacher. There are so many things that are affecting teachers, but what I like to put forward is the health of teachers, the well-being of teachers. We teachers, when we go to hospitals, we are normally embarrassed. As much as we pay we are normally deducted twice. We are deducted from SHA, we are deducted from AON. But most of the time you find that when we go to AON, accredited hospitals, we are normally turned away. And it's so embarrassing, very, very embarrassing. You as our senator, our representative, would like you to take that thing to Parliament and ensure that our well-being is taken care of. A healthy teacher gives you a healthy nation. So if you ensure that our health and our well-being is taken care of, we are assuring you that we are going to give you the best as educators of this country. I don't have much to say. I know there are so many other challenges. I know my colleagues from the junior secondary school and from the high school are going to come here and enlist them. Let us all remember that teaching, we no longer want to be called a charity. Teaching is not a charity. Just like Madam has said, hatutaki tuambiwe kila saa tutalipwa mbinguni. We want proper remuneration. We want to be paid well here. Our workload is too much, and it should go hand in hand with what the government is paying us. Senator, we are so thankful, very, very thankful for hosting us today, and we don't take this for granted. We are looking forward for many, many more and bigger numbers of teachers celebrating this day. To my fellow colleagues here in Nairobi and in Kenya, happy World Teachers Day.
Thank you, Madam. So let's appreciate Madam Perry for those remarks. Our next speaker, who will also be very brief, is Mr. Omari Boniface. Na mimi ningependa kusema hivi, kwa sababu our colleagues from in the JSS sector, si ati hatuwapendi. We want to move with you. We are colleagues, we are graduates, you are teachers like us. But also we want a structured engagement. Na ndio maana Senator ako hapa, Mheshimiwa Babu ako hapa, na wale wamekuwa hapa. If you can present a petition in 2 minutes, Senator enda ishughulikie. Welcome.
Haya, asante sana. Walimu hoye! Viva moguls, viva! Thank you very much. I'll be brief. Chairman ameniambia kuna muda. Senator, last year we met again. Sasa nimetumwa na hao walimu tena. Wameniambia mambo ni matatu. First, they want to thank you. Because last year when we met, sisi tulikuwa intern teachers. Tukasema sababu wewe umebarikiwa uko na sauti kubwa sana. Na wewe ni SG wa chama kubwa. Tukuje kwako. We request you kindly talk on our behalf. Tunateseka na 17,000. When we came to you, ulitusikiza, you pushed. Na saa hii nikiongea mimi hapa, mimi ni mwalimu wa PNP. So nawaomba wale walimu wote wa JSS ambao wako hapa wasimame tu. You wave to the senator. Simama, simama, simama. Very beautiful, very beautiful. Tunakushukuru sana. So that's the first thing. You and the leaders here. Number 2, wamesema hata kama tuko na furaha, in the same staff rooms mahali tunakaa, kuna walimu bado 20,000 of them in the country who are still interns. So we request you again, the same way you helped us, kindly, Honorable Bobo Wino, kindly push again so that come January, walimu pia wao wakue under PNP. I mean, it's sad, mwalimu amehitimu, amekuwa registered, qualified, with experience, unakuja Nairobi hii, uko na familia, you are being paid 17,000 Kenyan shillings without any medical cover. How do you survive? How? So kindly push for that. Na hii internship iangaliwe vizuri. Let them call us to the table. Tuko na ma ideas which can make this thing better. Walimu wanateseka sana. Number 3, hata wakati tuliingia hiyo PNP, tulifurahia zaidi sababu tulikuwa tunadhani kuna mambo ya medical cover. Kuingia tumeshangaa. It is not working. Yesterday kwa mtandao, there's a lady teacher who lost her life akienda kupata mtoto. It's sad. No woman should lose her life while bringing life to this world. It is sad. So hata ile mambo yenye His Excellency alisema natupeleka SHA, no, we want us to talk. Let us have a dialogue, tuelewane. Hiyo mahali penye tutapelekwa, wherever it is, what are the packages? Sana sana hii maternity package ni nini iko ndani? Which hospitals will we visit? We want our teachers to visit any hospital that they want. Hapana kuwekwa kwa hospital ambazo ni kiosk. Because even if we are paid 100,000, if the medical cover is not working, we are dead. We want the medical cover to work. We want the medical cover to do what? To work. Lastly, ile mambo ngumu sahi sasa iko kwenye inchi mzima. Autonomy. We have listened to you na nimeona viongozi wote mnaelewa zaidi. So I will not talk about that, but I will clarify. Kuna wale wengine wenzetu ambao tunawapenda ni wanavanga green, mnawajua. They are trying to confuse the nation kwamba hawa vijana wanataka kuwa principal na wameajiriwa juzi. Wanataka confuse the nation kwamba hawa vijana hawapendi walimu wa primary. Hapana, those are lies. Sisi tunaheshimu walimu wetu wa primary, tunawapenda, we are working together vizuri. All we are requesting for ni kwamba the original plan was 2, 6, 3, 3. Hiyo 2 ya kwanza iko na mkubwa wao anaitwa center manager. Ile 3 ya mwisho iko na mkubwa wao anaitwa principal. Hii 6 iko na mkubwa wao anaitwa head teacher. Hii 3 nyingine ni nini? Ni nini? Ni nini? It's simple. It's simple. The original plan was JSS end high school. Wakasema a 15-year-old cannot be with an 18-year-old. Okay. Saa hii wameforce a 15-year-old akona a 4-year-old kwa primary. So this is funny. So we are requesting kindly, Mr. Sifuna, we want a dialogue with the people who are teaching in JSS. Sisi wenyewe ile ya kuchukua professors wanaenda wanasema mambo ya nini hapana. We want come to us, let us have a sitting. If we are wrong, we shall learn, but we know we are right, so that tupate kitu inaitwa autonomy. JSS autonomy. JSS autonomy. Lastly, we thank you, Senator Sifuna. You are very close to us as teachers, even when you have got nothing to benefit. Last year ikuwa mwaka wa siasa, hii si siasa, so we can see that this is legit. We thank you and we don't take this for granted. Asante sana. Teachers, oye!
Thank you. Salimia mheshimiwa hapo. So walimu, thank you so much.
Now, I forgot this. The petition already tumetuma to your official email ya autonomy. Iko kwa email yako. Asante sana. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, as we draw closer, of course, we also have our colleagues in high school. Now, kuna walimu hapa. Walimu wenye tuko kwa sports. Walimu wa sports uko wapi? Mheshimiwa Sifuna, we have a program. We have sports in high school, that is from primary, junior, then to high school. And the reason even why we did our tournament this term is because in first term and in second term, our walimu hawezi wapata because they are busy in either soccer, athletics, term 1 games, term 2 games, drama, music, and all that. So kuna umesema tukutume. There are teachers who participated in sports last year, or rather even this year, East African competitions. Walimu walitoka hapa, wakahusika kule Kakamega kwa ile East African competitions. Walipeleka teams across, in fact this is an issue that affects the whole country. Hawa walimu wajalipwa hadi wa leo. Honestly, if there is a budget why do you have to wait? Because there is a budget to that. Why are teachers paid? Like last year, I was one of those who went to Rwanda. We were in Rwanda, we are not being paid until the last time as we were coming back. So there must be some clarity in this because there's a budget. Tulifanya mambo ya retooling. Siko hapa. Na hiyo pesa ya retooling ilikuwa tu 2,500. Mheshimiwa, 2,500 ya mwalimu. Na haijaingia mpaka wa leo. Hakuna M-Pesa, 2,500. Senator, 2,500, hiyo ilikuwa 500 per day. Hiyo pesa haijaingia kwa M-Pesa ya walimu. So we want to be part of this. We are saying that teaching is a collaborative profession. We cannot collaborate on our own. We can only collaborate with the stakeholders that are there. We have the TSC, we have the Ministry of Education, and all the other stakeholders. That for us to achieve and produce what we must produce as a people, as a team, there must also be support from all sides. So we're expecting that through your support, you are going also to ensure, because tume budget from January to, tunajua games itakuwa next year. Why are we again paid after the games and even much later? So that is something that you can also address, because sports is also a very important part of this country. Now, to the next level, we have our SACCO, Mwalimu SACCO, and we have the chairman of the branch is here, Mr. Barasa, and also the director, Anthony Kariuki. So kindly come forward and represent the SACCO, introduce the delegates who are here, maybe by show of hands.
The guests, my fellow teachers, our host, Senator Sifuna, and the friends, good afternoon. I'm here. My name is Ruben Barasa, a teacher at Jamhuri High School, delegate at Mwalimu, and also the chair, Mwalimu Nairobi branch. One, let me take this chance first to introduce my delegates from Mwalimu. Kindly just stand, I introduce you as you wave. The first one, the lady in black, is my vice chair, Madam Scholastica. Followed by my able treasurer, CPA Munyao. Followed by, I almost say director, maybe he's coming, Victor Wanga, delegate. We also have Victor Sagana, our delegate at the branch, also in charge of our welfare. I have also my able secretary, Bwana Joseph Siundu. So we have also 3 directors. One is here, and the 2 were here early, but they are together with us. So before I say something about the SACCO, first, let me thank my brother, my elder brother, Edwin Sifuna, for organizing this for the second time. In a distance, I've been part of this also, and I thank Senator for taking care of the teachers. We are so happy, but Senator, we want you to go to the Kobunge okule tena. These teachers hatutaki nyumba washaanza kujenga. We also did some at Kisaju for them, and they're happy. All we need is promotion for teachers. Waongezewe kitu kidogo kwa account, waongezee top up ya salary, ya loan samani, wamalizie nyumba zao. So those houses we don't need. So we already prepared as teachers, as most of us have said. So upande wa SACCO, I want to be very brief. Maybe my director is here. I'll allow him to say something about the SACCO. Na tunashukuru sana, tunashukuru Senator na timu yako, nashukuru walimu. Tulisema you go where your heart belongs. Watu wakienda Kasarani, si tumekuja wapi? Hapa ndio roho zetu ziko, si ndio? Engo, yani engoho. Vile Super Senator alisema, tuko nyumbani. Asante.
Thank you, Chair. Senator, members of Parliament, my colleague teachers, habari zenu. God is good, and all the time. Wow. First and foremost, I want to thank Senator Sifuna for the support that you are giving these teachers. I'm elected here as a delegate, Nairobi, and above that, nimechaguliwa kama director Mwalimu SACCO. And I want to thank you sincerely. You know, once you support these teachers, you support Mwalimu SACCO. because some of the activities that we anticipate to support, like the games that brings teachers together and they make them educated in terms of how they need to invest, it is created by this kind of forum. So I want to say clearly that as Mwalimu Sacco, from last year, we were at an asset base of 68 billion. This year we've grown to 70, we are targeting to be at 74 billion. We gave you dividend last year. I can assure you that this year, lazima tuongeze dividend above 10. We've added branches. We have 18 branches, but we're adding more branches. So that mukienda huko nyumbani, at least you can see a branch mahali huko. Ukienda Nyahururu, kuna branch. Ukienda Busia, there is a branch. And if you are not going to get a branch, at least you can get a satellite that can serve you. We have added more than 10 satellites this year. We have also launched a checkbook because we realize that most teachers, wakati mumechukua loan and maybe you want to put up a house, you need money. And sometimes you need to transact big amount. So what we have brought in is a check, so that once you can write a check to somebody who is supplying you with the materials, and that makes it easier for you. We are also embracing IT in terms of system, and we are also improving in terms of customer service. Tunataka ukiingia Mwalimu Sacco, ukijaza loan, ukitoka hapo pesa iko kwa account. Usipopata pesa kwa account, I've always given you my number, you need to take my number. Unaniandikia message. Hiyo ndio kazi ulinichagulia nifanye, ya kukufuatilia to make sure that the money that you have applied, you get it at the right time. That is what we are doing, even with these other delegates. Otherwise, we want to thank you, teachers, for the support you have been giving us, and we'll work, and we are working. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Director.
And we work with this guy. He's one of the person I consult most of the time. Now, this is an asset. Thank you.
Thank you, Director, for your endorsement. Kutoka Mrima, sivyo? Okay. Thank you, Mwalimu Sacco, for your remarks. Next, I will invite Mr. Moses Wokono. Moses Wokono represents Alternative Provision of Basic Education and Training Institutions. Karibu sana for your remarks. Hizi ni shule atawaambia ni nini? Inaitwa Update Schools. We will give some remarks on that. Let's appreciate Moses. Daktari, doctor. Eh?
Thank you.
Ni daktari, sivyo?
Thank you. Thank you. Our Super Senator, who is the convener of this auspicious event, members of the National Assembly, colleague teachers from primary schools and the secondary schools and the junior schools, fellow leaders from associations and the unions in this country, good afternoon. Thank you so much. I want to, before I make a brief remark, I want to recognize the presence of our leaders in the AFPED fraternity. Just get standing, my great leaders. You just come and maybe greet people for 1 minute or for 1 second, kindly.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, our national chairman. My name is Christopher Barasa. I'm the National Secretary General for Unified Update Schools Association of Kenya. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Simon Materia Mwata, the chairman in Starehe Sub-County. Thank you.
Yes, all protocols observed. Samson Moiva, doctorate.
Thank you so much. Honorable Senator, today I'm very brief. I want first to thank you for making this possible for the second time, to recognize the work that great teachers do in this country. As you are aware, or as many people are aware, they only know of two categories of schools in this country. That is the public schools and the private schools. But today I want to, those ones who may not have the understanding, to share with you almost the third tier of schools, which is neither private or public. And these are the alternative basic providers of education and training, schools found in the informal settlements of this country. And mostly they are found in Nairobi County. According to the statistics of the year 2023 by the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics and the mapping of schools in Nairobi County, it was found that we have very few public primary schools, but the Abed schools in Nairobi County alone stands at 3,500 schools which are serving children in the informal settlements in this country. Honorable Senator, having said that, as you are aware, the Ministry of Education had established a policy framework for these schools in the year 2009, known as the APET policy. It was reviewed in the year 2015, but actually it didn't see the implementation of the adoption up to date. But in between the year 2010 to the year 2018, term 1, these schools were equally receiving capitation by the government of Kenya under free primary education funds as quasi-public schools, because they were to be termed affirmative action. They were supposed to be made like an affirmative action sort of operation because they are the schools serving learners in hard-to-reach areas. Honorable Senator, as we stand here, we presented a bill in Parliament. For a long time, we tried to present a private bill, but it was not working. But this time, we worked with the Honorable Member of Mathare, Honorable Watch, and he accepted to be the sponsor of the bill, of the Education Amendment Bill 2025, Bill number 3 of 2025, which is currently in the Parliament, almost heading to the second reading. And while we presented that bill, we were riding on the Liquor Notice number 39, the APET Policy 2009, and the revised APET Policy of 2015, and the Constitution of Kenya of 2010. So today, as I summarize, thank you so much. Two things, Senator. We want the members of Parliament who are here to support the bill for APET that is currently in the National Assembly. Number two, to make sure that you add your voice in the recognition of the APET schools in the Nairobi County, Dishina County, as it was promised that APET schools will be mapped for the Dishina County. And lastly, that also the teachers who are teaching in the Abed schools are serving a Kenyan child. Just the same way the teachers who are in the private schools, who are in the public schools, we went in the same college, only that we decided to go the different way. I was a teacher, and I remain a teacher. Thank you so much, Mr. Senator, for your support, and we hope that you are going to voice for us as you have done always, and we are behind you for any support that you may require. Thank you so much, and happy World Teachers Day as we remodel teaching for the sake of the theme that we have for the collaborative profession, the noble profession that we have as teachers in this world. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. for your remarks. Today also we have, among us, we have, and I want also to make it clear that this event was very professional in its planning, in terms of planning, and we considered all stakeholders, and even they were invited. So even our union, that is KUPPET, NAT, and all those unions that are there that represent teachers were invited. Our executive secretary of the branch, that is KUPPET, was invited, but I think he also had another engagement elsewhere. So, nataka kutambua wale viongozi wa union, the sitting officials of the union who are here. Wale leaders wa union, nimeona Masenge ako hapa, nimeona Ukungu ako hapa. Uko hapa na we ni kiongozi wa union, either sijui ni representative wa nini, simama tukutambue. Leaders, Masenge and Ukungu kuja, kindly. So that these are the serving, they are serving as officials of the union. Now, of course, being the officials of the union, Masenge here is the organizing secretary, Okungu is the assistant treasurer, na pia wako na ambition. Si mnajua ambition zao? So, I will give them a minute or two just to quickly summarize on behalf of the union. And of course, najua labda mmetuletea salamu za executive secretary. So, semeni tuone.
Walimu oye! KUPPET power! Wafula power! Sifuna power! Babu power! Wamuchomba ria! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mr. Okungu, currently Assistant Treasurer, KUPPET Nairobi branch. I'm going to go very, very fast. And the only challenge that I want to say or state in this place, our super senator, we have something, right now we are talking about CBE, and we are also talking about something which is called autonomous. But there is another problem which is coming. It's a time bomb for all the teachers of this country. That issue of career progression. The teachers are being employed at job group C2. You take 3 years. You go to C3, 3 years. You go to C4, 3 years. You go to C5, 3 years. You go to D1, 3 years. After D1, you can only be the deputy principal. After you get the deputy principal, when you're in Nairobi, you are taken to Kitui. If after D1, if you're lucky to be in Nairobi, you go to D2, a senior deputy, then you go to D3 as a principal. Again, no vacancy in Nairobi, you are taken to Kitui. So most of the teachers who are here, for you to rise to a deputy or a principal, you will need 21 good years. Ladies and gentlemen, you have seen the senator, you have seen the MPs here. Look at their ages. They are very young. But they are controlling massive resources. They are controlling all of Nairobi. Who told the TSC, Teacher Service Commission, that when you are 35, when you are 28, when you are below 40, you cannot be a deputy, you can only be a class teacher. That you cannot be a principal, you can only be what? A class teacher. Even that class teacher, you are given a class teacher with so many conditions. Bwana Senator, we are going to write a petition that this CBG must be reviewed. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a member of KUPPET, and next year, you have seen the unity that Sifuna has with the MPs that he's serving with. They are very young. Sindio? They don't have any protocol. They are talking to you as they are talking to their good friends. Sisi watatu, Wafula kwa hapa, Masenge kwa hapa, Ukungu hapa. Mukitupia kazi next year, tutawalete down.
2026, Wafula chairman, Masenge executive secretary, Okungu the treasurer, Ban mwenye pesa. Lastly, we have been talking about collaboration. Since I joined Kupet in the year 2016, I have never seen any collaboration. Last year, when we started collaboration with Mr. Wafula, you have seen the fruit that has created. What am I saying? Even the teachers' tournament cannot be organized by the union that you are serving. It is Wafula, Okungu, and Masenge who sponsored the team. And I'm very proud because Team Kasarani wameshinda courtesy of Kit by Akubanes. God bless you so much. I want to take this chance to introduce my incoming executive secretary, Bwana Masenge, to address you. Thank you so much.
Walimu oi, najua mmechoka, yangu yatakuwa machache. Daktari na senator, this one munisikize kwa umakini. The reason why our union are suffering, this is my first point and is very pregnant, is that wale jamaa wameshikana, wameteka nyara union za walimu. We cannot be having people above 60 years serving teachers as unionists. You are aware the unions passed a new constitution and it was passed through, inaitwa nini? Tulitekwa nyara at Vihiga. I am requesting you guys, because hata sisi tumechelewa kuingia bunge, but you are mentoring us, and then mtusaidie kuamend the Employment Act. Na museme hapo kwa Employment Act that those who should serve in the unions should serve to the age of 60, where teachers retire. Currently, our national office cannot serve our interests. Reasons you know very well. They should join retired teachers' unions. The issue of them comparing us with Atuoli first is the secretary of Kenya Planters Union. Wakulima, they don't retire. But our teachers are professionals and must be led by professional teachers. This is a message that we must repackage. Hii maneno ya kuambiwa eti Masenga hajatosha kuongoza walimu wa Nairobi, kwani Sifuna si ni agent yangu, anaongoza nani? Ni wanyama. Number 2, so tusaidie kuamend the Employment Act, ikuwe clear that union constitutions cannot be changed haphazardly to serve interest of people instead of serving interest of the teachers. Number 2, Nairobi tuko na shida wa kiongozi. Walimu wanatolewa nje promotion, wanaletwa Nairobi. Wale wetu ambao wako hapa wanatolewa, wanarushwa huko nje. Hii ni kitu ambayo tunafaa kuwasiliana, kwa sababu for the past 3 years, Madam Mdhoni, huwa tunaongea sana na wewe. You know this issue very well. We cannot be having, Nairobi is already cosmopolitan. Kwa nini utoe walimu hapo kuwapeleka wapi? Sisi hatuongei lugha moja hapa, we are not at our homes. So that is a very serious issue that you should help us also sort out, so that our teachers can get promoted and posted in Nairobi. The second last is that I wish, this message, I wish Honorable Babu was here. County ya Nairobi peke yake ndio county ambayo itambui walimu katika uongozi wa county. Tukienda county zingine, walimu wamechaguliwa vyeo mbalimbali katika nafasi za county, uongozi wa county. Mheshimiwa Babu alikuwa hapa, utakapoenda umpelekee ujumbe huu. Tutakapomsupport atakuwa gavana wetu. Sisi walimu atatupatia nini? So we also want to be recognized like what other counties are doing. We have teachers who are CCs and directors. Then second last is to the teachers of Nairobi. And this is my last message to the teachers of Nairobi. When I look at all of you, I see young and vibrant teachers seated here. Tuko na vita hapa mbele ya status quo. Ndugu yangu amefanya kazi vizuri, mliposikia senator alisema baba amemmenta. Akataja Professor Nyangi Nyong'o. Huyu mwingine pia na sisi ametumenta na tumefika mahali anafaa kutupatia baton. Jamani, ni nini unataka kufanya miezi 6 imebaki kwenda nyumbani? Utaletea nini walimu jameni? tusaidie tulete uongozi kwa walimu, sababu sisi tuko na career ya kuprotect. Tusipowafanyia kazi, mtarudi mtuchomoe. Asanteni Bwana Chairman, thank you for this initiative. You are a great man. And show me your friend, I tell you your character. Senator is a good man and you are also a good man. Asanteni walimu. Asanteni.
Thank you Bwana Masenge, thank you Bwana Okungu. Hao ni viongozi wetu sivyo? Na tunawaheshimu sana. Before we do the last presenter, that is Kesha, and representative of Kesha is here. Chief Principal Akuka is here. Before that, ningependa kuchukua nafasi, just 1 minute, by recognition. Nitambue viongozi wa walimu, wale wenye ni viongozi na pia kuna wale wanatarajia kuwa viongozi. Wakili Sifuna, we are going to have elections next year. So kuna aspirants wako hapa. Na mimi hawataongea, mimi ni chairman wa wote. So nataka kuwatambua. So if you are an aspirant, kindly rise up. Nitakutambua ukikuwa pale. If you are an aspirant, na wako wengi So these are our aspirants, and it's good to recognize that umejitokeza ili kuserve walimu. So nitaanza na hapa Madam Sauda, she's vying for assistant treasurer. Ako pale. Tuko na Madam Christine Onyango Tina Tana vying for secretary secondary. Tuko na Madam Masi Kang'ethe vying for assistant executive secretary. Masi Kang'ethe is there. Tuko na Penina Mwikali vying for vice chair. Tuko na Lois Mwikali vying for secretary gender. Tuko na Celestine Sele, Sele yako ni gani? Second gender, Bwana Kevin Bosire is there vying for secondary pia. Madam Rispo Tuori, JSS as gender. Nelson Machembe, assistant executive secretary is there. Tuko na Bwana Amboka Wahu organizing secretary. Nikikuja wapi, niko na Bwana Jeremiah ko pale nyuma vice chair na vice chair. Martha Kikonyo secretary gender 2, I think so. Mr. Omari anavai for gender. Then we have I can see Vincent Ocheng, I think he's interested in Mwalimu Sako. That is next year. Asante sana. Kuna aspirant nimeacha nje. So niyo viongozi wetu pia, we also want to encourage you that even as you do that, mufanye siasa ya amani. Next on stage is Chief Principal Akuka. Chief Principal Akuka is here as a Chief Principal and also representing Kesha. He's a chairman drama festivals in Nairobi. So he's also going to represent the co-curricular activities. We had also invited the sports team, but he will do the remarks on their behalf. Karibu sana.
Thank you. Our Super Senator, Honorable Edwin Sifuna, and the leaders present, my colleague teachers, good evening. Walimu oye. I'll be very brief, but I want first and foremost to thank our Super Senator for recognizing the teachers of Nairobi. He did this last year in Westlands at Movenpick Hotel. And for the many years I've been a teacher, I felt celebrated last year. I've been in this teaching profession since the year 1991. So you can guess for how many years I've been a teacher. And it is only last year that I was celebrated, and now this year. And can we give a hearty clap to Senator Sifuna for recognizing the work that the teachers do. And if you are at the table and you have seen the message he has wrote for you on that card, you will know that you are a very important person. Now, I also want to thank our Senator Sifuna. This year, he did support us in drama, You have been told I'm the chairman of drama, Nairobi region. I was joking with the Honorable Babu Wino when he was joking with me that even the demonstrations is dramatic. And I said I'm the chair of all demonstrations, even here in Nairobi, because that falls under drama. Senator did buy for us trophies when we had our drama competitions this year. Thank you. And we call upon other leaders to also come forward and support us come next year when we shall be engaging our learners in co-curricular activities. Now, there are a few things that I picked from the chair of RUFA, which is very, very integral, very, very important, that we should not be shipped into SHA, or is it SHIF, or is it SISHA? Is it SISHA? I don't know. It is very confusing, whether it is SISHA, or SHIFA, or SHIF, or SHA. And I want to believe that our unionists, corporate leadership and NAT leadership, should engage with mind open and consult widely so that they don't take a ship that is docking, as we have been told. Because matters health is very important. In fact, we say that health is wealth. If you are not healthy as a teacher, you will not carry out your duties well. And I also want to implore upon our leaders in Senate and Parliament, if there is a way they can summon these union leaders, the top union leaders at the national level, and ask them questions why they lead teachers the wrong way. I mean, is it possible? Because we are not engaged as teachers on the ground. Decisions are made by our leadership at the national level. Then we are just told, from 1st of December, this is where you are going. And we are professional people. So we would like that our parliamentarians and those in Senate kindly serve us by talking to these union leaders at the national level. Now, coming matters, Kesha, because I represent Kesha, I'm the chairman, Kesha Westlands sub-county, being the principal of the newest school in town, State House Boys, which was formerly known as Nairobi Milimani since the year 1986. But we did rebrand the school name when I joined that school in the year 2022 in June. And last year we were given a certificate by the Minister of Education. We are now officially State House Boys High School. Now, matters that really are a thorn to us as Kesha in this country, one is capitation. And I'm happy that our senator did delve in it, ask our CS, Honorable Migosi in the Senate. This capitation does not come fully. The CS Treasury owned up that we get about 16,000 shillings out of 22,544, which is not even true. This year, in the first term, the schools have only gotten about 8,000. Last term, we got about 4,800. And this term, we have been given 2,100 shillings. So that is even under the 16,000 that the CS Treasury talked about. So help us so that we see whether schools can get full capitation. Secondly, is about the fees. When we had the CS Fred Matiang'i for education, in the year 2026, fees was capped per categories of schools. The county schools were capped at 40,000 per year, the extra county schools at 53,000 per year, and national schools at 63,000 per year. 2016 to date, parents still pay that kind of fee, notwithstanding the inflation in the country. We cannot manage schools with 40,000 or 53,000 or 63,000 per year. So in the Senate, kindly assist us and talk to your colleagues in Parliament so that the fee can be revised upwards. The issue of promotion of teachers has been talked about, but I just want to give you a hint. Because for me, I've reached the apex in the promotions, being a chief principal, that sometimes it takes you even to abuse your principal, so that, this is a secret I'm telling you, so that you have at least a letter, other than the appointment letter for you as a teacher, in your file, so that you are known that you exist. Because at the time of the interview, when the panel only sees the only thing present in your file is your letter of appointment, you don't even have a certificate having performed, for example, in co-curricular activities, the TSC will know that there's nothing you are doing in that school. So do something extra. Do something extra, so that you have an extra letter in your file that will earn you marks. This is a secret I'm telling you, colleagues, and take it seriously, because it has assisted me to reach where I am. Now, the issue of salaries, Super Senator, of the non-teaching staff. And this is why you are finding schools running into debts with the suppliers. In the year 1986, when I was in Form 5, the then president, Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi, did bring out what was called cost sharing. Before then, the Ministry of Education used to pay the salaries of all the non-teaching staff in schools. But now, after then, the government said the Board of Governors should take up the responsibility of paying the non-teaching staff. In the new dispensation of the Education Act 2013, it came up now with the Board of Management. And then when the issue of capitation came in, they said money will be given out so that salaries for certain cadres of non-teaching staff can be paid from that capitation, excluding the kitchen hands, whom we call cooks. But then you'll find that because this capitation is not enough and it does not come in time, as managers of schools, what do? We now use the funds made to pay the suppliers through the fees that parents pay to pay salaries for the workers in school. Because if these workers are not paid, they can peddle drugs in schools. And then you find now schools running at a deficit. Why can the Ministry of Education take up the responsibility of paying salaries of the non-teaching staff, the secretary, the accounts clerk, the grounds people, and so forth? That will lessen the load on the management of schools. Lastly, I want to thank all of you for honoring this invitation. And above all, I want to thank God for gracing our Super Senator to recognize us. Now, as residents of Nairobi, I want us to get our voting cards and vote in Nairobi, so that we ensure that our Super Senator, in whichever position he would want to vie for, come 2027, we is there again. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, with those remarks, we now move on to the next program, which is the awards of our soccer tournament. But I want to kindly come the team that was in charge of this tournament so that we do the awards, the chair and your team. So, Senator, as I mentioned to you, that this was the first ever soccer tournament by teachers. And the soccer tournament was meant to build cohesion and bring teachers together. Because as teachers, we are busy first term, we are busy second term with our learners, we are nurturing their talents and supporting their talents. But in third term, this period before we start the exams, which is going to be a very busy period for us, we thought it is wise to have something that will be in this. So we are going to be very fast in this award because time is not on our side. So Ray was the chair of the tournament, a teacher in from Langata Sub-County, Langata High School. So kindly just quickly introduce your team from each sub-county, then we finish.
Now, Mheshimiwa Senator, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good afternoon once again. My name is Raymond Owala, a teacher at Langata High School. I'm standing before you in the capacity of the chairperson of the technical team that was given the mandate to organize and run the inaugural Nairobi Teachers Tournament. Now, I'm not alone in this. Behind me, you can see, I have a team of great teachers who served in various capacities and who were behind me as we brought our heads together to organize and run this tournament. Now, I'll be very brief. I just want to introduce them so that they can just say hi to you as we move forward. Okay, in the interest of time, I'm being advised to just recognize them as they wave to you. So we have Mr. Olang from Westlands. You can see Mr. Olang from Westlands is the coordinator. We have Mr. Kinywa from Makadara Sub-County. We also have Mr. Vincent Maeri from Highway, Makadara. We have Mr. Ondiek from Kibra, Moi Girls. We have Mr. Mwema from Isili, Makadara, followed by Mr. Kiprop, Uruma Girls, Makadara. We have Mr. Yoga, Dagoretti, Nembu Girls. Mr. Kasim, also from Makadara, followed by Mr. Mike from St. Teresa's, Madare Sub-County. Then we have Mr. Paul Soti from Kasarani, the winning team. We have Ms. Nzioka from Embakasi. And last but not least, we have Mr. Sutek, the deputy chairperson from Aquinas High School, Makadara Sub-County. Now, for those who are hearing about the tournament for the first time, Nairobi Teachers Tournament is a tournament that is driven by teachers. We came together to find a way of motivating teachers. In this profession, we have a lot of challenges, and we decided not to wait for the government or the union to motivate teachers. We decided to come with this tournament so that teachers can engage, so that teachers can relieve themselves, go to the pitch and play, and become motivated, because a motivated teacher will become effective in class. That was the idea behind this tournament. Now, to that effect, we did all the sub-counties, the 11 sub-counties. We played from the preliminaries on the 21st of September last month. We began the matches. Coincidentally, it was an International Day of Peace. So as teachers, we also realized that we are agents of peace back in school. And for us to be peaceful, we have to promote sportsmanship and play so that we can go back to school and also inspire learners to not only excel in academics, but to become people who can exist in the society. Now from there, we engaged the 11 teams. We did preliminaries. From there, we went to the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finally, the final match that you have watched today on the 5th of October, 2025, as we celebrate World Teachers' Day. And I just want to say that, Mheshimiwa Senator, we are very happy to collaborate with you in this. And we are very grateful for the support that you have given us. We are looking forward also to ensuring that come next year, we intend to make this event bigger and better, and we are looking forward to your support. As I finish, one last one, teachers. The winning team, now through your office, Mr. Senator, they are requesting for a friendly match with the Bunge FC. So we hope that you will escalate this to Bunge. Tell them that there is a strong team here in Kasarani Sub-County, and they are willing to engage you and give you goals. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Bana Chair. I think your team did a wonderful job. So at this point in time, we want to award the winning team. Now, this tournament, as you can see, there's only one trophy here. Now, your trophy, we are going to award it the way World Cup huwa inafanywa. So if you win it 3 consecutive times, because next year we'll have another tournament and the other year. So ukiwin 3 times, permanently it becomes yours. For today, Kasarani will win. What I preserve mahali, next year they will bring it back. And this trophy has been sponsored by the Super Senator, maybe bring the trophy here. Chair, kindly bring the trophy so that before we invite the Super Senator to award. So we have a super trophy here. Nairobi Teachers, inaitwa Winners Nairobi Teachers Soccer Tournament 2025. Of course, next year will be 2026 and the other year. So we are going to award that. Then also we have Nairobi Teachers Soccer Tournament 2025 top scorer. Ule amecheza amefunga mabao mob sana, so atapata ka trophy yake kwenda nyumbani. Asante sana. Then we have the MVP, that is the most valuable player of the tournament, will also be awarded today. Now, in addition to this, I don't want to speak for the senator. Okay. Because there's kuna yale atasema. But what I know is that each team that participated in this tournament, we have 11 teams from 11 sub-counties. Each team is also going to walk away with a jersey of 18 players. That is a set of 11, courtesy of the senator. And the reason why we are doing this is because we want this to be a continued project. Sivo. So next year, tusiseme hatuna uniform. So kindly, Senator, come forward as we award the captain of Kasarani. Kasarani, come forward. The captain.
Akishika sana unaweka nduru wewe. Hey. Hey.
Kasarani team, come forward.
Unia muje. Nia muje, rejele boli boli. Nia muje. Jamani unia muje. Nia muje, rejele boli boli. Nia muje. Naomba unia muje. Nia muje, rejele boli boli. Nia muje. Naomba unia muje.
Kasarani team, come award you.
Rejele boli boli. Nia muje. Ikishika sana. Nia muje, rejele boli boli. Nia muje. Jamani ikishika sana. Nia muje, rejele boli boli. Papa ikibamba sana. Kwa kweli ikibamba sana.
So let's have Kasarani team. Kasarani team.
Tatizo kikushika sana. Sikikuna isi sana. Mambo imechemuka. Kwa kweli mambo imechemuka. Kama umekubali. Kwa kweli kama umekubali. Raha tupate wote.
Thank you, DJ. So, the captain. But before that, we have our top scorer, Mr. Charles Aseka, Kasarani, with 7 goals. So I would like the senator to award Mr. Aseka. Aseka, ako wapi? Karen.
Congratulations, boss. Top scorer. Umefunga ngapi? 7. Hey, okay. Haya.
So kuna kakitu pale, senator anampanga.
Musiseme siwezi toa 10,000. Hii ni 10,000. Eh.
Thank you. Mr. Richard Odenge, our most valuable player from Westlands. Mr. Richard, kuja mbio. Tuamshe tucheze polepole as Richard comes. Tuamshe.
Yeah. Anaitwa Ambassador Mika Wanyenje. Omwana omukiyabita. Ewawe. Akishika sana unaweka nduru wewe.
Thank you Bwana Richard. Asante.
MVP, congratulations my brother. Asante sana. Yake ni ngapi? Tao 10 yake pia.
Thank you so much. So we also have a jersey for Kasarani, the captain. Thank you so much. Then ya goalkeeper iko hapa. Nice. Let's appreciate that effort. So, as we do that, Westlands, pia mukuje mupewe uniform yenu just for, because you are number 2. Westlands were number 2, wacha wapewe, it's here. Alafu tupeane trophy. Iko. Captain Westlands, Olang. Amepotea? So Olang, kuja. Just come and receive. So kuna bahasha number 2.
Haya, bahasha ya watu wa Westlands number 2, 50,000.
Then ultimately we award Kasarani as the champions of this year's Teachers Tournament 2025. The captain.
Jamani unia muje. Naomba unia muje. Naomba unia muje. Ikishika sana. Jamani ikishika sana.
Haya, alafu bahasha ya winners, captain, this is 100,000 Kenya shillings. Asante sana. Now, ako wapi yule chairman wa hiyo coordinating committee? Walimu, na waomba tu muniruhusu nifanye kitu moja. Tumeambiwa there were 11 teams, si ndio? At least kila mtu apate kitu, si ndio? Haya, iko wapi hiyo pesa? Wapi ile pesa ingine ile tulikuwa tumesema tuweke kando? Ted yako hapo? Uko nayo? We tunataka committee tuwapatie kitu, alafu wahakikishe kwamba kila timu ambaye iliparticipate watapata kitu kidogo, si ndio? So because there were 11 teams, tukiwapatia, kuna walimu wa math hapa? Mwalimu wa math mgani? Huyu anakaa mkali bwana. Wewe ni wa math? Huyu ni mrembo sana, hawezi kuwa wa math. Huyu anakaa wa CRE. Wewe ni wa math? Kuja mwalimu wa math tuone kama ni math ya ukweli. Walimu wa home science, they are the best. Mwalimu simama tu hapa. Unajua si ni vijana tu. Mwalimu 500,000 divided by 11.
Wewe.
Wewe ni mwalimu wa math kweli? 500,000 divided by 11.
433.
Ai. Amepata hajapata? Wewe unakuja na calculator bwana. Mimi nataka mwalimu wa ukweli. Inakuja ngapi? Aya, sasa hii committee itahakikisha ya kwamba kila timu ambaye imeparticipate hapo wamepata kitu, si ndio? Hii ni kutokana na wale rafiki zangu ambao walikuwa hapa. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki. Wapi chairman? Please make sure every team wamepata kitu ya senator na timu yake. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Senator. Wewe jipange na hiyo pesa. So that now mwawadi your tracksuit, eh? Aya. So thank you. Let's appreciate our team. So okay. Aya, picha ya team. Huh?
Nani? Kutoka yeye
Mimi haki mtu akitoka.
Yeye na stanofu. Ati waziri amepata mama yake
amekufa. What will I do? Thank you. Just before we do, walimu tuketi. Senator, dakika moja nikuambie. Dakika moja. Kindly, let's move. Thank you. Now, colleagues, walimu, let's have one meeting as we finish. Now, before we go and do the cake, the team that is in charge of this tournament actually thought about, unajua Senator hatukujua tutampanga aje. But because this is about sports, it's about coming together. Hata pia sisi tulifikiria tumpe zawadi kidogo tu. Zawadi kidogo tu ya kumu-appreciate. So the tournament chair will present a tracksuit to the senator. Akuwa anapiga tizi naye asubuhi. So unaweza ifungua. So the tracksuit is Nairobi Teachers Soccer Tournament 2025. The senator will remember about that. Next time tutatafuta kitu ingine ama kiatu sawa. Thank you so much.
Akishika sana unaweka nduru wewe. Wali unia moje. Dia moje rejeze pole pole. Dia moje. Jamani unia moje. Dia moje rejeze pole pole.
Aya, asante sana, tuwapigieni makofi. Congratulations the Kasarani team. Let us appreciate our super senator anapoenda kuketi. Makofi tafadhali walimu. Haya, tunaenda kwenye ukataji wa keki. Ukataji wa keki. Na nitawaomba wafuatao wajae hapa, mwakilishi kutoka primary schools, Madam Perry, kama upo tafadhali njoo. Junior, we shall have Mr. Omar. High school, tutawakilishwa na chair wa mwalimu Sako, Mr. Barasa. One representative from the Upbet, then Kupet. Tafadhali njooni hapa tushirikiane kwenye ukataji wa keki. Na tutamuomba seneta wetu, tutakuomba uchoke tena kidogo tu, ujiunge nasi hapa tunapoikata keki. Keki tulionayo hapa imeundwa kwenye umbo la vitabu. Ramani ya vitabu hapa, ishara kwamba tunawasherehekea walimu. Keki iliyoundwa kwa vidato vitatu kwa ishara ya vitabu. Kujiunga nasi pia tunamuomba Daktari Brian Lishenga na Miss Janet Mudhoni, CEC Education, the former CEC Education. Tayari kuna visu pale. Tuweke haya. So let us settle as we wait for the cake. Tunaomba senator anaporejea kwenye kiti chake. Walimu tunaombwa tutulie kwenye viti tafadhali. The cake is enough. Tunaletewa mahali tuliko kama bado hujapata kuionja. So nitamualika Bwana Wafula. Okay, maliza uje. Mr. Wafula is going to give us a vote of thanks as he gives us further direction on what to do after this. Karibu. Tunamsubiri seneta arudi kwanza kisha as we still bite the cake, allow me to welcome Mr. Wafula to move a vote of thanks and give further direction on how to exit from here. Kutoka kwangu na watakia kila laheri. Nimekuwa wenu Bwana Mwasame Simiyu. Asanteni sana kwa kunisikiliza kwa umakini. Mungu awabariki.
Thank you Bwana Mwasame. So colleagues, let's settle down. Walimu tutulie tumalize mkutano wetu. We would like to thank God for this particular moment. I'm here to move a vote of thanks. Walimu chairman anaongea, tunyamaze, asante. So we thank God for this day. We thank God for the mercies that he has given us. Asante sana, tunamshukuru sana Mungu. I'm here also to thank all the teachers. The senator said that you are the guest speakers here. You are the guest of the day. Thank you all the teachers from coming all from across the county to be part of this event and accepting the invitation. Na nawaambia kwamba ile message ulipata ya kukualika hapa, hiyo message ilitoka kwa namba yangu. It was only one number that sent that message. Sasa msave hiyo number, basabu hiyo number ni ya madeals, eh? So asanteni sana. The next, as we do that, I would like also to thank the Senate office. The Senate office led by Madam Karen and Konji. Karen, tunakushukuru sana with your team. All the guys in blue, the Senate office, for working around the clock to ensure that, let's appreciate them for that job. We have the place we are seated in, our tent decor, technology for also putting up such a beautiful place for our teachers to be here. So let's appreciate these guys here. Wale walituletea chakula, wametupea chakula, tumekula, tumeshiba. Wanaitwa Port's Delight. Thank you so much for also doing that. Let's appreciate them for their service. Good job. As I said, that we started this tournament, we had some people who collaborated with us. And I want to thank Kenya Science Campus for giving us the grounds. Let's appreciate Kenya Science Campus. I also like to thank Nairobi West Prison for giving us grounds that we were using for the preliminary matches. So let's appreciate Nairobi West Prisons. We also had the County Commission of Nairobi who graced our event when we we launched our event. We also appreciate him in absentia. And of course, Mwalimu Sako also partnered with the teachers to provide some refreshments yesterday during the quarterfinals. So we appreciate Mwalimu Sako for that. Most importantly, walimu tunawashukuru sana. Mungu awajalie vile mtakuwa mrudi vema na tupatane tena next year. Sasa form ya this year imeisha hivyo. Wacha tupange mambo ya next year. So I want to invite Karen. Karen akuje atupe directions vile tutatoka hapa. Najua senator amepanga kakitu kwa bahasha, ile ilikuleta, ile imekukalisha hapa na ile itakurudisha nyumbani. So mnajua vile. So just okay. Just
habari yenu. Mmesikia senator hezi waacha hivyo.